All right, people, welcome back. Welcome back to MG Sports TV. And we are going to do a little bit of discussion, maybe just an hour. I'm not going to say long. Well, maybe. This depends on the vibe that I'm in. If we can really and truly reason out some of the shortcomings that we're having right now with this Reggae Boyz team. But before we do anything, I would really, really appreciate it if you guys hit the like button. I would really, really appreciate it if you guys hit the like button because I tell us that we set for a pretty good discussion tonight. A very, very good discussion tonight. With all said and done, there should be, in some aspect, a few persons coming on the platform as well. But as I said, I just want to get the blows and skirt, the lights out of the way as possible. I don't know, say we are hunt likes I know. We are hunt likes I know. Now, let me make this clear. There's so much since yesterday and up until now, since the 2-1 victory over the Guadeloupe team, there's so much time we got to reflect on what's happening, what's going right, what's going wrong, how things can be fixed, and what is it going to take to fix certain things. I'm also going to drop the link in the comment section. No one can jump onto the platform and share thoughts as well. But most importantly, I forget the likes of people. It's very, very important that you guys get the likes up. It's really, really important that you guys do that. Because the visibility of the video, all of the good stuff, them, we really appreciate it. Want to also say thanks to everybody who continue to support the channel, whether they like me or not, because a lot of persons, yeah, Shane, man, know, man, they get invited to go to the press conference. A lot of persons would have helped me to build this platform. Some of the panelists, them, a lot of the viewers, them, and we hit with, in some sense, a landmark, 60,000 with 60,000 subscribers, and in some sense it is a landmark. Really and truly, I did want it to hit the 60,000 from January. It never really materialized, but not now before time. I strongly believe that nothing happens before the time. I strongly believe that. So we hit the 60K. On to 70. I'm not gonna jump and say 100 yet, but on to 70. Hopefully during this schoolboy football period. And the summer transfer winner, the JPL start early. So hopefully during the time period before December, we can hit 70. Hopefully 70 is actually a lot. 10,000, it's actually a lot. We can do it now. I think we can do it, but it's all it boils down to the support. It really boils down to support. For example, Megan, 3 minutes into the video, only 9 persons like the video, and we have over like almost 30 persons that watch already. So them look things there. I mean, really get a lot of like live, like when we do live, and I understand the reason why. Like when we do live, I really get a lot of live viewers. I don't get a lot of live viewers, but me don't mind because me know so when time I drop my regular edited videos and stuff, then they normally, because they may take a lot of work. When we do an edited video, so me do a 20 minutes video and it consists of a lot of editing. Me I look on near like 3 to 4 hours worth of work. The first work would have been the 1 hour in preparing the notes, the information, gathering information, all that kind of something there. Then after the 1 hour there, the 20 minutes in doing the video, detailing the information that has been gathered. Then now the editing is actually the tough part, gathering the clips, all this stuff. So it's really tough. But I do a lot of extensive work, and I tell people understand. So this is one of the reasons why it's so difficult for me to do live stream, especially elongated live stream, like 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. No, it's very hard because I rarely have the time. I do apologize because a lot of persons love the live stream them and stuff. Anyways, get that out of the way. We'll discuss the games then. Algier said you need to cover other content. Other content like what? I really and truly football. JPL, local league, schoolgirl football, schoolboy football, strictly football, and at the lower level, I go to the lowest level where football is concerned in Jamaica. Tier 2, I go to the lowest level. So strictly football. Me keep it strictly football. So me not going to do more content. A lot of persons that encourage me to do track and field. I can because it's available. Not Jamaica alone. Yeah. The one thing about it, Alger, right? There's a lot of persons doing international content on football, like EPL, concacaf leagues. Well, me do concacaf leagues, like, but only when the Jamaica Premier League teams them participate now. No, the reason why, and only cover the Reggae Boyz that are playing internationally. So if they're not playing internationally, Reggae Boyz are not playing internationally, me not do no coverage of it. So for example, I usually do coverage of Arsenal, such and support, but there's thousands, if not millions of persons in that category doing that. But what is lacking in the Jamaica space is there's no one inside the Jamaica space covering the Jamaican football, like the local football. So that's why I try to stand in the gap. No, man, it's not a matter of it's not a matter about them, you know. It's about my niche and the zone of me I cover. It's strictly Jamaican football. Yes, me can branch off. And probably if me did branch off, I get a huge market as well. But what I don't want is to move move away. I don't want to move away from the Jamaican football. And then now, because the high demand for the football outside of Jamaica, me start take me little time. I disbanish the schoolboy football and all these things, and these things build me become the YouTuber and become also the analyst, and I've become relatively good in this space, and a lot of people show a lot of appreciation. When we up on the road I walk, we get a lot of appreciation. When we up on the road I walk, a whole lot of people on the road. When me I walk downtown, when me I walk in half a tree, anywhere me go, basically anywhere me go. Once a football event I keep, I'm a pass through, me get a lot of appreciation, a lot of love from the football community. So me no want, I don't want to throw them for the back burner. I want to continue provide the service to them. Really and truly, that service, me I provide, no service me I provide. So basically, it's like me I work to give them the information. Me I work to make them get something to watch. Because them always I say, what's next? What's this? So for just like me consume a lot of content and stuff like that. So yeah, so I really appreciate it. I think the community, the Jamaican football community, is expanding, and I love it. There's a lot of persons in this space, and it's a really good look in many different aspects of how we want to progress football in Jamaica, and also Jamaican football on a larger landscape. And it's really good. I've spoken to people from BBC, Gold, what name? CBS. I've spoken to these various persons off here in regards to football in Jamaica and the direction of football in Jamaica is going. So it's a good look. It's really a good look. Anyways, we're going to get to the game. We're going to get to the game now. And so big up yourself. So I'm just give a shout out to everybody in the comment section. Randaz, big up yourself. Mario Logan, big up. Shane Nelson, big up. Alj, big up yourself. The original Zilla, big up yourself. One of our long time patrons of the channel, members of the channel, big up yourself. Rookie Chris, big up yourself as well. Jordan, big up yourself. Fabi Frano, big up yourself, bro. Glendon, big up yourself. Leon Rennie, big up yourself. Jay on the pitch, big up yourself also. No, Alj, you'll be surprised, you know. Let me tell you, if you'll be surprised, it's not a matter of just getting bigger, but you'll be surprised the amount of equipment I have. You'll be surprised, Alj. Me I tell you, I have crazy amount of equipment. When you see me broadcast games, you'll be surprised the amount of equipment and tools and stuff that I use. She and Billings, big up yourself. Massive respect. Franklin Young, big up. Let's hope that Guadeloupe can beat Guatemala, because I don't see how JA can beat Panama. Yeah, man, subscribe to Billy channel. So, but you know me, I work with the Jamaican subscription. People who are interested in the Jamaican football. Because the truth is, I just my heart there. I don't know if I can do the, I don't know if I can do the 100. And if my heart not willing and my heart not do it, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I have to give me 100% or nothing at all. I just saw me see. Is that I'm 100% or nothing at all. So let's get cracking. All right, let's touch on the game. Let's technically do, in some sense, a review of the game. Now, we're gonna start off first with the starting lineup, and I'm gonna make discussion about. We couldn't do this in a review video because it would be too long, but we can do it now. But we can do it now. So here we go on now, people, where that is concerned. Now, Steve McLaren started off the Reggae Boyz squad. People, remember, hit the like button. I beg you, hit the like button. And we have to get the likes up. Only 18 likes, and we've gone over 100 persons who have already viewed the video. So let's get the likes up, people. Most can get to 40 likes in no time. All right. Steve McLaren, the starting lineup last night was a little bit alarming to me, because let me tell you how. Not about it, Mara Logan, man. It's going to work out the same way. Let me tell you what happened. Last night, when we see Steve McLaren started Latibodier in the middle of the park, it made me a bit worrying, because we know we have a midfield problem, and the coach brought in Cara Anderson and he brought in Sole McCullough, and I'm looking at it and said, you know what, fine, I'm still start Latibodier. The big question is, if you're gonna bring in Cara Anderson, I think a lot of persons ask why Cara was not there in the first place. And no, it's clear now that he could have been there. Why not started Cara Anderson? And albeit you can understand that even in the second half when Cara did came on, we kind of lose control of the game. But there's a reason why we lost control of the game, because in the first half, it took a while for the team to really gel and understand the system what we're doing from the first half. So by the time the team start really understand, then now he had to make changes in the second half. And in making those changes in the second half, the whole dynamics changed. So yes, even the injury to Demarai Gray was a factor. It did play a bit of factor in the game. It did play a bit of a factor, because that forced the coach probably to make a change, and maybe he wasn't even thinking about taking off Demarai Gray. Maybe just consider taking off, maybe just busy, and then put on Kerai and leave Kerai and Latibodier as the double pivot. Now, one of the reasons why I'm a little bit worried is solely because you know, I go put on the Canada game. I go put on the Canada game and go and get a little prep on it. My apologies. I shall do this from good morning, but my apologies, people. I try to keep on a comment on it in the comment section and make it sound extremely exciting. And I start to get curious now. I start to get curious like Curacao. So I go put it on and just go and keep an eye on it. Oh no, I'm not. I forgot when I turn on app, I forgot I have the something there on my phone. You call it. And if you use this in the app. I have Disney Plus on my phone. Yeah. So my apologies, people. I just because I want to kind of do that, you know. I want to discuss the Reggae Boyz game, you know, because first let me think the coach kind of. Oh, Curacao, Canada. Okay. Oh, this is bear in mind, no, this is a Curacao that we will be playing, yeah. Handball, penalty to Curacao. That's a penalty. That has to be a penalty, no? Penalty. But then I get a penalty, the man. You don't know money. A bigger money than I remember saying to people. Yesterday we get out one now. We get out one yesterday now. I'm gonna tell hey people, let me go say something to you. Here people, me tell this. I'm not gonna say anything else. Just best believe that on a global concept, there is corruption in football on a global base. On a global, me not talk about locally alone, me talk about globally. There is corruption in football. Me not gonna say nothing more. Me not say nothing more. I won't say anything more. Nicholas Burns said, I think we did well in the Unity Cup because there were no big name ballers there. So they had to rely on team effort to get results, which in all truth is a team sport. So for me, it's the big name baller thing. For me, it is a factor, but you only have big name if you come and prove that on the pitch. You only matter when you come and prove it on the pitch. Say yes, you're a big name, and you're worthy. That's the only time it matter. It's a biased thing, MJ. Remember Lati old team was the coach team. Yeah, but I don't know. Probably Fran said Curacao has been building this team for the last 6 years now. The administration has done really well over the years. True. They must get it, man. I feel like they must get it. I feel like VAR will give it. Make a group nice. And when Jamaica can stand up to Canada and USA and them teams like that. That do not get. They not give the penalty. They not give the penalty. Mario Logan, they not give penalty, man. Yeah, the goodness said sometimes we want to see champion football, but forget we have people. What me telling you? Me just said something to you a while ago, you know. Or in offside. In offside, man. Nitro said, I'm curious. You're offside, man. Unfortunately. And him know it, man. He can't feel it. He can't know. Johnny Moore said, Curacao goodly wall way and give it 4 after seeing where and where they are now. Let me tell you something, people. You see, recruitment is a big factor where international football is concerned. But putting together the right team is very, very important. Very, very important. Putting together the right team is extremely important. Crystal said, I think it's fair to say that most fans have lost faith in the coach's ability to put the right players on the pitch. You see, the thing is, you know, here are the problem where that is concerned. And me feel like say, even me fall into the trap as well. In our mind, we have the players them who we believe are the right players them in our mind. But it doesn't necessarily mean that. It don't necessarily mean that in the coach's mind, they are the right player. In our mind, you know, we might see it say, oh, these are the players the coaches select. But really and truly, it don't necessarily equate to the coach's selection. Offside. Oh, fall. Morris, Jamaica don't take it extremely for September. October, November, you can't take World Cup out of our mind. Right at this present moment, we can consider World Cup out of the picture. Say something is wrong with my video and we just get a notification say, but why do? Ah, boy. I don't know why. Here we go on, people. Me I beg you to hit the like button, yeah? Can we just get a report say the video was reported. So hit the like button. I beg you to hit the like button, people. And all of a sudden, the video just drop off, the visibility just gone. MG, if we get 2 CDM, we're going to have some results. I don't think it's just gonna fix like that. I don't think it's just gonna fix. It's not gonna just automatically fix like that. We're not get CDM and everything just good just like that. No. Only Logwan.
Yes, MG, boy. Me there. Somber mood, boy. Very somber mood. First of all, I know the gist of your conversation, but me just come on. You hear me, MG?
I might it's a problem, man. You hear me now?
Me I hear you. You not hear me. MG.
Yeah, man, I hear you now, man. It just fix. I might have a problem. Where I say no only Logwan.
Somber mood, MG. Somber mood. Yeah, man. You see, like you say, Reggae Boyz are total stress for you, man. No joke, man. You make first of all, I hear all of the points them when you make, but as you say, getting a CDM and fixing it not gonna just fix it right away. So you know, you have to be is a process. That's a process we should have been through already. You know, we should be on the end of that process now. But before we go there, before we even go there, because right now, I wonder if we must really just gather that match there, a Panama match. Cause maybe the plan for going, but it's like you even get the vibes of blow, because it's going to be a long drive home, brother.
Lot of thoughts are going to run through the brain for that drive there, no?
No, the question I ask myself, can Reggae Boyz win? So the truth is that if we have the quality, and if we come up with if everything come together right, I haven't seen it happen, but if it come together right, we can beat Panama though. No,
Yeah,
because
we can.
we have the talent. We have the talent to beat them, right? The problem is that we have the talent hasn't come together to complement each other, to give us that cohesive unit that harness the strength of the individual talent and make it into a unit. You know? Something stuck out in my mind from yesterday, where somebody on the panel, I don't know if it's campus or said it, but Jamaica has traditionally always depended on individual talent and a flash, a moment of brilliance from a one man.
I something they say, John did say that the next host.
Yeah. And that stick with me because that's true. The one time we have been a cohesive unit, we went to the World Cup in '98, and I was there. You understand? And I remember that team, right? We had English-based players, but they weren't what you call quote unquote stars in the Premier League, right? We have played for a big team. I think the biggest baller striker was Dean Burton, the striker, right? and but they were a cohesive unit who play a ball together and complement each other, strength and weakness.
Mm-hmm.
I this team, yeah, we know. I mean, me know we even want to talk so much on the weakness of the team. Cause we all know that the midfield are the weakness. You see me?
Mm-hmm.
And we've come out with different how to fix it and all of this and all of that. And so when me I look on the whole process now and the whole team, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Are we playing as a team? You know? I mean, I'm really not see that.
There,
Me
there,
not see
there,
it.
there's justifiable moments where we play like a team. For example, the goal a little. Oh, Curacao throw. Goal, Curacao score. 1-1. Bomba star. Yeah, them a pressure Canada, you know. Boy, how I gonna beat that team, yeah? Yo, Onion, why
Yeah.
everybody a play so good and we look so?
I said it yesterday. The only team that has not shown any sign of improvement is the Reggae Boys. That we are the only team that has not lifted our game.
Mm-mm.
The only team
But
that
why is
has
that the
gone
case?
a level or two up.
But why is that the case? Because we would have invested more, we would
Hmm.
have recruited more than anyone
Hmm.
other.
You know what
But
I
why
say?
is that our it reached a point in which our team are progress slower than the rest, and
Me go,
they are
me go
moving.
tell you. Me go tell you something. You see? Um, when you have individual talent,
Mm-hmm.
when you have man who can play ball and has been playing for ball at them club, you look at but not being able to replicate that in the Reggae Boys program.
Mm-hmm.
Then me not tell the next man to do it, but I start looking at the program itself in terms of the coach and
Mm-hmm.
the technical and supportive structure behind the coach.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, me not start no passa. That is not my intention. But we are not winning. We are not doing well. You can't just look at the players. You have to look at the coach and you have to look at the structure behind the coach.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that too, but we've had um Tapper, we've had Al Grimson, now we have with
McLaren.
the McLaren. So now I am looking at the technical team that is selecting these coaches.
Mm.
All right?
Fair statement. That's a very good statement to look
The
at.
technical team that is selecting these coaches is not doing a good job,
Mm.
right? And it's a it's a fair statement
Yeah,
because
you remember when time we don't go for a coach and we hear say it's going to be a South American coach we'll try and get.
yeah, I remember that.
There was some level of backlash to that because it was stated that oh is it that we have so much European baller but we want to go for a South American coach.
Yeah, but in the 98 we did have European baller
Mm-hmm.
and
And
it
it was
was
a
a
what kind,
South American coach and we all saw the end result.
hmm.
So that to all that. Listen me man, whether we want to accept it, not all coaches are created equal and I don't think it would seem to me like the Reggae Boy is not able to adapt to this coach style of play. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it could be a bend. Me no know. Me no know. But you know, look like. I mean, some man on the team look like Shoemaker. Look like Mason. Nobody now look like a baller.
The disrespect is real.
Shane Wagwan.
But
Shane,
there, no, me there, no,
Shane,
me just a wait for put in my 2 cents,
Shane,
you
and
see.
I really said disrespect, Shane, but we have to start look at everything now,
Mm.
brother. You have to understand, so when you invest your feelings and you're a true fan and you want to see the team progress. You heard? You see me? And I must say, me glad for the Guna and a platform like this because we're a community where you can
Mm-hmm.
come on and voice how you feel and you feel like at least you have support and other man and listen to what you say. So me appreciate that, Guna, because I really think the supporters need this outlet. You understand?
Yeah. Sure.
But
Oh, well, hold on, one moment. People in the comment section, me a big one. Just I'm bringing likes and nothing, man. Because really and truly, earlier when we started the video, probably about 15 minutes into the video, somebody reported, we don't have a clue why. And then now it gone dead by YouTube. So the only way we can change your trajectory there are by hitting the like button where you can make it visibility come up on the video. We don't have a clue why that happened. Continue on here.
me I give Shane a chance, you know. Me I give Shane a chance, cause
Go on, Shane.
you don't want to get too deep in it with the disrespect.
Respect, man, O'Neal. Big up MG long time. You know,
Media,
say,
man, media.
yeah, you know, say the Reggae Boyz thing and my strength still. You see it. I watch the team still, but I know some of this are my passion and I love there at all. But still, in a any good team, there's a word for me, a key word called connectivity. And I don't think it has nothing to do with this coach. We lack key personnel. And even with the deep diving across the world, we have not been able to fill that void. And it's the midfield. The essence of the midfield is to provide connectivity. And that is where we're lacking, right? So I think Jamaica going to just have a problem continually until we find the right personnel that can fill that void, right? You know, schoolboy football are my thing, so I gotta draw a parallel. Remember that Clarendon College team where we did love so much the other day?
Mm-hmm.
I spoke so highly about Malachi Douglas. What did he provide to that team?
Connectivity.
We don't have nobody like that on the Jamaican team. You
Just
understand what
somebody
I
a
mean?
link. And that, you know, the thing is, now you see, what they them bringing on ball, all right, in name Isaac Hayden. And
Yeah.
the moment Isaac Hayden started getting on a little groove, and we saw him over a few couple games, and him started getting better and better. The two best games we see him now, I think that was the three best game when I said the Unity Cup game them, and then moving to the last Guatemala game. After that, we're gonna see him again.
All right,
He
so
was the
stick up
problem.
in. Your mind gonna just stick up in there. What is the secrecy around Isaac here? What happened? Come in hear nothing. Why am I have to go back? I mean, what's the secret? Is there some top secret or something?
You know,
What's going on?
Me don't know. Me really actually don't know what go on. Me don't know what
And,
go on.
and a health,
But
and not with the health.
But it
Them
seems
say
as if
some
there's
stomach
some
bug or something like
secret to
that.
our one. If
Me
it's
hear
just
say a
some,
stomach bug.
Yeah, me it's a health thing.
then why they not just come out and say, you know, him have some whatever, and so we understand. We support the player and all of these things. We want to know what's going on with him. What's wrong with that?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So may I get back to the point on MG, is it? So and I just want, even if we have a nice attacking midfielder, we still need a nice central defensive midfielder, right? So we just need solutions in that area of the park to provide that fluidity. Because look now, when we play Unity Cup the other day, we just decide to work the wing them and work with strength, which is the speed. And then it worked during that time. But then other team them have video. You get to me I say? Them not fool. Them have video, them watch it tape.
True.
So they
That's
watch
who
it tape.
witness so.
Exactly. Them watch it tape, hear the commentator them a talk about the wing of them, hear how we are hype up Cephas and all the people them on the wing. And all them do, them just lock it down. Right? Because we become one dimensional that way. We need the option where if that's our strength and somebody lock it down with us, play something through the middle now. And then them have to adjust to that. And when them adjust to that, we're going back on the strength again. You get what I say? But if we're one dimensional, then we easy to read.
True.
You get what I say? And so that is a big issue to me. And I'm going to watch this now. Which other team you see in terms of when we're there at the back now and have the ball, we just a bounce it round there. We not advance the ball. None at all. And then when you put it in the midfield now, you see them back pass. No other team not do back pass like we. Me hate it. Me hate it so much. Every time I see it, I want to mash up my TV. Every minute a back pass. Right? Because we lack somebody will come and call for the ball and say, yo, give me the ball. Take it and go through the middle. You see where you will see only KC Palmer do that. You get to me and say, but him himself have some weakness. But when you have nobody will come and say, yo, give me the ball, man. Yeah, and go through the middle and make a pass. Them just a back pass, and it's annoying. You get to we're one dimensional, and I think that's where it is. We lack the connectivity. I don't believe it's the fault of the coach. It's the fault of the personnel we have. That's my
personal
take.
just not, from your perspective, personal is just not much.
But
Yeah.
hold on, you know, right? Is the coach supposed to set up the team so he get the best out of the team? What you tell me, say, the personnel where we have, right, can string together passes and go forward. We might be missing, as we say,
But
a
we are
key
score a
number
goal,
10.
so you know him not get the best. We are out of the last 4 or
Can't see
5
that,
match.
brother. You can't see
Hold
that.
on up. The last 4 or 5 match of Reggae Boyz play. What is the record? And
All
what is
right,
the goal for versus against? We
all
need
right.
to think about that. So
The last,
you get to me answer?
I bring up the details. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, so I
Last
want,
four.
yeah, the last 4 game, 4 or
We are
5
scoring.
game.
We are scoring, but we are conceding.
Yeah, man,
That,
but what is the number for versus against?
all right, let me check
You
it
get
now.
to me, I say,
But the last
what,
four.
yeah, man, why you do that? Only the fundamental problem that we have is that we're not playing a pretty ball. We're not playing what we call good ball, right? And
All
the
right.
reason why we not play the good ball is because we lack the personnel to provide the connectivity to play the pretty
But,
ball.
all
But
right, but hold on there.
All right,
that don't mean that the coach didn't put something in place to get some results. We've been
All right.
getting
So
positive results.
hear me, I say now. In a 98, right, there were concerns that we have boxed the ball around at the back before we actually start build. All
You
right.
remember who are the midfielder we have?
Cargill, man.
And him at the CDM, and who was the attacking midfielder?
I don't remember so good, you know. Whitmore,
Whitmore.
top of Whitmore. All right.
Oh, you
Okay.
mean? We
Yeah, top of.
midfield wicked. How you talk about?
So, so the point. So you remember there was concern. So we are boxing thrown at the back and all these things, and you know, money that get nervous, so they want to say we are bill and I go forward. But when we were doing that at the back, you see me, it was basically just with get confidence and all these things. And the coach did say it. You see me? When you hold the possession and all of these things and you send two round. But me just want to emphasize boxing it round at the back. Different from the back pass. Because I see man almost all the way up a halfway line and a back pass it. And there are times for that, me understand. But you want to tell me say you really couldn't find a better pass? Me agree with that. What you say about the connectivity. But boy, to me see it, the connectivity part I done like already when the ball advance so far up and then we have to turn it back.
The man, you know why them turn it back? The man them afraid to go forward for lose it. Them not have the confidence that you need a technical player that has the confidence to take on the ball, take on the player them in front of them.
And you tell me say we not have that in our side.
We not have it in our midfield. We have it up on the wing them. At the wing them we have that.
Well,
Campus.
Yo, what go on,
Yes,
General?
yeah, listen. I mean, long time, you know that tune in there. What go on? Something wrong, man.
No,
Sound
man,
like
me dey on the program, man. You don't see me come up on it, but me just a listen.
you sound like you're stressed,
Because,
man.
yeah, no, I'm not stress. Not stress. You hear the problem. Am I time now?
Yeah, man. Run me. What you have to say?
Me always get beaten, you know, because people say me live in the past too much. Because I was there in 98, me old. And when you look on certain things, the teams that we play against in the 1998, leading up to 1998, when you sit down and look at the development of football, everybody makes some form of progress except the Reggae Boyz. We have made progress in the sense where we have better players. We have players playing all across the diaspora. Where some good, we're really good. We are, what I call it now, house
Play at
name
the
players.
highest level. Yeah.
Play at the highest level. But when you talk now, people beat me. And me hear somebody bring up a point a while ago. Shane, where you going with?
Big up, man, there, man. Much respect, campus.
And the next panelist. And then the line I tell, you see, why me tell you something, MG? For we are the schoolboy things together, me, you, and Shane, and the rest of the panelists. Them. Cause I just know we are reason. When persons are look on the short term things, when we win a one match and everybody jump on and say, yeah, Reggae Boyz ready now, cause we look like this. I have always have concern because I'm always want to look. Me always look to the future. From every coach you get, I always ask this question: what's Jamaica's system? What's our style of play? When a man talk about the Reggae Boyz, what's our identity? Every coach come in with it. Well, I know. Me just put it out there. Me not really ask.
Okay.
Every coach come with a different style of play. Every coach have them different style of play. Every time a coach come, you hear people say, if him get the right players to fit to the system. If him select a player. But we keep on making the same is where people feel to understand. If you look back, all of the coaches them will get is basically the same players them are fail with. And every time we get up, we do the same thing.
But campus,
we say the first.
What the point but you said something a while ago interesting. You said the same players are feeling. Earlier in the show, somebody in the comment section said, what if are the federation? What if are the administration are the problem?
Me feel so too. So that's why I make the point. So me I say if you have a business or you have a federation and you keep try you realize no matter which coach you get. Because every coach you get come with a different style of play, you know. All Grims D2 defensive, Whitmore D2 stubborn, McLaren now putting foot in their mouth. Everybody have their own downfall. But at the end of the day, it's the same players them are feel the coach them. So it left you to wonder now, say, if something else wrong. When you look at the 1998 team, and this now just happened now. Some of the talk about say too much English-based player, too much this. Nothing is wrong with bringing in players, MG. No matter where they come from. The problem is we need to bring in the right players and fit them in at the right position. When I look at the 1998 team, players came in, but the players they came in fit into the system perfectly. It wasn't an overall change of the team.
Campus, me can ask one quick question. Quick question. All right. Earlier we discussed Peter Cargill at the CDM.
No man, Shane, I write for me ago. Shane, I write for me ago.
Wait, let me just ask a question quick. Whitmore are the attacking midfielder. I have Andy Williams that can do them thing there too.
Yeah.
Which where we have that? You know a player where we have that?
Well, you still not hear me say to you.
Yeah.
Before Andy Williams came into the national program, we always had Peter Cargill and we always had Whitmore. We tried several different midfielders with them today. Rene Simone saw where we were lacking because you see, in everything you have to have the perfect ingredient. You have to have the right amount of salt, the right amount of black, the right amount of everything. So Rene Simone knows, all right then, Cargill was the calm. Because enough people never like Cargill in the Jamaica side because they say Cargill come like, indeed just too calm. Cargill was the second. Whitmore was the skill player in that team. We had Whitmore and Walter, but Whitmore was the skill player. Andy Williams now was the man where just come in now, and you could have depend on Andy Williams now to take the shot from anyway. You could have depend on Andy Williams. So the midfield have the right balance. Whitmore has room to do what him do best. Cargill have room to do what him do best. Andy Williams have room to do what him do best. We don't have that now because players are out there, you know.
All right,
But me
you
just
answer the question. You answer the question, Krampus. So if you just say we not have that now, so why are we then blaming the coach? That is my
no,
question.
no, no, and no man, listen up, Shane. I have always been an advocate. Say the coaches will come to Jamaica, and MG can vouch for me. Me find it hard to believe. Say you have 3 international coach or 4, and every coach come make the same mistake. Regardless of their track record. If a man did there at Trinidad and when he lose by say defender feel him at Trinidad say he lose the work. In Ghana USA, he lose because the goal scored and not score no goal, so they fire him. But when he come to Jamaica, he lose the battle because we have midfield problem. And you say this a player no come and that player no come and we get rid of him. So much coach can't commit the same mistake, Shane. No matter what anybody want to tell me. So many coach. Remember, all the coach them feel, is the same. If you look on it, look on it deeply. Are the same way them feel, Wrong or am I right?
So you make a good point. So I'm gonna ask a question, right? I'm gonna ask
So
each of
right back in my point that.
I'm gonna ask each of individual the question here. Before me ask the question, people in the comment section, we have over 100 persons watching. We could carry the video up to 100 likes. I think we can definitely do that. The question I'm gonna ask is, I'm gonna ask it open generally first, and I'm gonna ask each other one by one the answer. We have a set of players in the team right now. Are these players as good as we think they are in comparison to other players them in the category that we're going up against? Or we might not tell us they're good because we feel like they're good or we want them to be good? O'Neal, you answer the question first. Like O'Neal not there, would we? If I mute, not O'Neal. Shane, take the question.
Yeah. So me I go around the world a little bit and come right back.
All right.
Now I use another sport. Them just interview LeBron James the other day. And him a talk about ring culture. Or everybody I say boy because a ring, but it's a team sport. Right? So if the team end up not win, they can't blame the star. So the reason why I bring that up is this. The team. So you ask the question, the players them can be very good, but they need the supporting element to support them to help to bring out the best out of them. So if Liam Bailey now get the kind of passes where him forget, or the kind of service where him forget, then him not gonna look as good. No, him have to go come back for the ball, call feet more often, tired out himself, do more defensive work than necessary, tired out himself. So when now him do him thing up front now, when him finally get a ball, fatigue and ray, and then we cuss him and say him not good and him not perform. Not considering that there are elements that are important to every player succeeding at their highest level. Every element of the team need to be performing at the optimum. And we all agree that the midfield is not performing at the optimum. If the midfield is not performing at the optimum, it must have a residual negative impact on the rest of the team. That means no connectivity. Every player have to go overwork. Them have to come back more in a defense. Fatigue. And when they're more fatigued, then you can't perform. So we can't say definitively say these players are not as good as we think they are, because we see them on a different platform, in a different team, performing at a higher standard. It's when they come here now, something drops off. And consistently, everybody agree that we have a midfield problem, but everybody don't agree that it has a residual impact on the overall performance of everybody else. I don't understand why. That's my take.
That's a very good take. John, tell me your thoughts on that. You think the players aren't as good as we think, or they might just name on paper? Just tell me your thoughts on it, because there's no way we see other teams who play with players who no we not even know where them come from, where they name, but yet still them are the required result that they might try and get. Go on, John.
All right. So you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I agree with who just talked a while ago.
Shane just talked.
Shane. All right. Big up, boss. I agree with him, but Mother also say it's not just that it's not that the players aren't good in terms of quality individually. Is that we're expecting them to do things that are not in their skill set. We're not getting the maximum out of them. Here, why I said that now. I watched Curacao play a while ago, and I've been following specifically, yes, because they make in a way qualifying group to go to World Cup, but also because every time Canada play, I love watch them. And how me see them press, how me see them move as a team and grind out, get a result, and not just get a result, but play well. If you look across that team of those players, yes, they're playing in the Dutch league, but they're not that good in terms of quality, in my opinion, in terms of individual quality, as most of the top end players in our squad. What they do though is maximize them players with a system, and me not think we do that yet. I simply don't think we're doing things that actually bring out the best in our squad. It's not that the players individually aren't good. Because you'd be a fool if you see Russell play how him play. Especially in Spurs, and not think say, yo, that the man there probably one of the most talented midfielders, probably in a tournament. So the quality is there. But if you look at how Jamaica do well, it is when them hit teams early in transition with those balls over the top or the through passes or whatever, as well as perhaps not nowadays, but back in the day, set pieces. We not really emphasize what we emphasize, because if we are wait on Jamaica to play tiki-taka football and pass the ball around like me see Canada do Trinidad the other day, it will never happen. We will never be prime Barcelona. We can complain about it all we want, but we simply do not have the skill set in terms of the players to do that. But what we can do is play to our strengths. We should at least be able to press consistently. I've seen us do it in games, especially Guatemala game at National Stadium, but we don't do it consistently. That is all I'm demanding, that we get a system that maximizes the players, and once we implement that, we do it consistently. Because I don't understand why it is that Curacao and all these other relatively smaller teams can do it, but we can't. I definitely think the talent is there. I don't think they're just not being maximized in terms of the system.
All right, fair enough. Bartez, welcome to the show. Wagwan. All right, like me not getting them from him. Teddy Lee, Wagwan, bro. How things? Am my mic off? Now hear me?
Yeah, Wagwan, MG,
Wagwan.
Yeah, man, bless up everybody.
What are your thoughts on the team lacking a deficiencies right now?
All right, so I've been watching the YouTube from yesterday, from last night, and I don't believe all hope is lost. I realize every truth we told some of the fans that me have to say it, I go overboard. I think the issue we currently have is that we need a backup, a good backup to Isaac Hayden. It is clear Isaac Hayden is key to the midfield, so we need a good backup. They might try with Latibo here, but obviously in our, they might try with Lowe, obviously in our. So we need a backup. I don't know, Suela McCullough, I don't know if it will make a difference, or we need Louis Baker to come in quickly. But truth be told, Guadeloupe was always a good side, so I don't know why a lot of fans seem surprising and seems like we still not qualify for the World Cup. I don't believe Trinidad is better than Guadeloupe. So I don't believe that. So I think we still have to reach the World Cup. We still have to reach. But so I don't believe in calls for dismiss the coach and them things that don't make no sense right now. But that's my opinion as a fan.
All right. Campus, your time now.
Man?
Yeah.
I agree with something they say, but because I am never one who I call for the coach. Me always tell people say, only problem I have with Jamaica leading up to now. Because a long time they are leading up to now. We had enough time to find a system, find the right players, and stick to your system. We still depend on individual players to carry through. We are not a team. And me say it what day. When you look on the rest of the teams then we are playing at the Gold Cup, even the teams them will lose. Because persons only look on teams that winning a Gold Cup, you know. When you look on the teams them even the teams them will lose. Yes, them lose. But them still play a better together game, a team game more than Jamaica. When we are pressed, for example, over the years, we just have one man at press. We don't press as a team.
One man, it's a 9 and tired out the man.
One of our main strength is speed. Regardless of what we look on it, every player we carry on the flank over the years. No care who for name come up. You can attribute speed to his talent. Wrong or right?
True.
But
Yeah.
whenever we go into a game, we not capitalize on those things. With a 98, you know, MG, me go always live for 98, you know. 98 team was 98 on paper, you know. If you put the team we have now on paper, you know, a better team than 98 team, you know. But the 98 team play for each other. Every single one of those players play for each other. And they had a system and then play to their strength. This is why I say to people as well, say, when you bring in players, don't just bring in players because of name. As a coach or as an organization, don't because they say you hear MG name all over Europe. You're carrying MG for the program.
The minimum there. We have a play.
Exactly, but I know so you're supposed to go. You bring players to fit your system. I always tell people, no care. You see, problem we have. No care who play for US national team, the US national team over the years. You can see the same system coming right through.
MLS play alone in the squad right now and them are beat up team same way.
Yeah, but you can see the same style of play right through same way. Remember, you know, this Canada coach we have, where them have. Remember, USA fire him, you know. Wrong, I'm right. And when they fire him, you know, they say, yeah, man, they say, what he might ask for the players them? He might ask too much. One of the things he might ask too much and he might ask X, Y, and Z. And he might try carrying players that fit in system and they say, no, it not work. Because he want to carry in. The man fit right in Canada, you know. The man have the whole of Canada national team are running on MG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yo, me not talk about one or two players, but the man have the whole team a press. The whole man them in a Canada team are run. But yet still we have ballers. I run for them club. I get all out for them club. And when they come in the national team, them a walk and a behave like prima donna. Who is to be blamed for that?
Coach. A coach.
MG still a say coach, brother.
We are going to play for that.
I'm not just a coach.
You can't be coach, MG. You can't, so three coach you get blamed for the same thing?
All right. So maybe contractually, man, them have something in contract clause they must play.
No,
no matter the circumstance.
MG, let me tell you something. No matter what nobody wants to say, no care which player we get, no care who we get. If we have a player we have prime Messi we get him, we are going to have a problem until we fix what needs to be fixed. And until the organization fix, no care who then get for coming as a coach, we are going to have the same problem, we are going to continue having the same discussion. And then you are going to fire the coach MG, and you are going to get the next coach, and we are going to have the same problem.
All right, so look at it this way, right? Let me show you. Let me give a perfect example. Now, you see, in a world we live right now, it's very, very easy. And probably not going to say, I pick up the administration now. I'm not going to say that, right? Now, I'm going to have a good example.
Yeah, let's pick up the people, you know, because when the referee then nobody pick up them too.
True. Jurgen Klopp, they are Liverpool and the FSG for years. And Jurgen Klopp, with little resources, still maximize and push out multiple trophies. The under one terrible administration at Liverpool and still maximizing his potential as a coach and output multiple trophies. Now we see same administration, which is something that come step in now. When name flat and I first year get a trophy.
Because there was a system left in place.
Because Jurgen Klopp, because but I same administration Jurgen Klopp was under. Same administration he was under. But that's why I use it as an example. What I'm saying is, right? Now, me can blame it and say, boy, I can definitely say, in the administration, something must be wrong where accountability is concerned. Something have to be wrong there. Now, as a coach, and your job on the line, if you can't stand up on your 2 foot them and say, my job on the line, whether
you got to
do it,
when they allow you to stand up on your foot.
no, exactly. This is what no. If you don't allow me to do something, you fire me. And if me do it, you fire me. I prefer do it, you fire me, but me get the results them. I prefer you fire me whilst me I get the results them versus subdue to what them I say, now I get the results them, and then still turn around and fire me. So me give a perfect example. Well, I'm not saying example now. What if Jurgen? No, well, what if Jurgen? Well, I know, man. What if Jurgen Klopp they say, boy, FSG now go on good, so here I go on. Me not say anything what them say, me I work with. Cause them will fire me anyway. And in the end, you know, win none of them trophy there. You know, win none of them trophy there, and then end up fired because they do what them say. My penny pinch and because what them say. But guess what him do? Yeah. He uses coaching accoutrements, stick fingers and say, you are going. Anyway, look at it, you don't fire me. So guess what me I do? Me I do what me can do and maximize my squad ability to get the best result. And when you start winning trophies them now, when you start winning trophies them now, guess what happened now? Administration will fall in line with him. Because he might churn out the results, he might churn out the trophies them.
Yeah, but you can't look on it another way too. You can use Liverpool, you can use even the Manchester United. When choose, look how much coach then go through because they must say a coaching problem. And then finally get a coach and say, me dep on the outside and sisters are the prima donna players. Because them are prima donna players just like Jamaica too, you know. Before Amrin come to Manchester United, Marcus Rashford was untouchable. How many coaches have appeared with Marcus Rashford and the administration no back in? But then finally allow a coach do a yard to fix your fix. And what first thing will do? So the point I make clear is this. The point I make clear is you're right when you say coaches have to stand up. But you have to allow the coach, that have to be a thing from the get-go for your coming in. You have to know, say, gentlemen, may I take this job here, you know. Allow me to do my thing, else me don't want the job.
And possibly if no, that is not the case, I mean say the coach have to be held responsible then.
Yeah, but the point I make to use this MG. Yes, the coach have hold responsible. But if we have a continue a fire coach, a whole coach responsible until we make a change somewhere else. Who are I don't know what go on, we don't know what go on. But whomever have the whole over every coach will come. That means that we need to get rid of that person there. Fair argument here.
It's the entire board. It's a board.
No, man, that's what I'm saying. We don't know what go on, you know. That's what I say. If that's the case, then we are going to continue to get rid of coach then. Because every coach, we are going to hire puppets. And whenever we get a coach, MG, whenever we get a coach, we stand up. The first thing we do, we fire him. We find a way to squeeze him out. This Jerome, we talk about it. Them do the same thing with the under 20 something coach. What's name? John Wall. Then do the same thing with Paul Hall.
But Campus, we the fans them love call for the coach them. I tell you, no for the time now.
Shane head right now.
Me know, madness to me. Yeah.
Shane. I will not curse a fan. Fans are always going to be fans. It has so fans stay right across the world. It's not only Jamaica fans. Fans are going to be fans. Fans are the best coach. Fans are the best administration. Fans are going to be fans better.
You're
so
right.
you can't. Well, I know MG. If you're
Campus fans have a big say that the coaching job.
No, wrong with that. European fans black road and do everything to get out administration. Man. So the point is, if we are going to play a team like BVI, we don't say it's BVI as example. As a national fan, you are sitting down and expect your national team to blow the team out of the park. When you sit down and you see the team play foolishness, as a fan, you're going to call for the coach, you're going to disrespect player. Remember the MG, it's the same fans who say, Whitmore no good, Walter Boy no good, Hanandilo no good, everybody, but yet still when they do, they do. I see him fans with them. I have seen, well, one more point and then I got new. I have seen Jermaine you. Every time you get a chance to Jamaica, same fans customer and say Jermaine you too lazy, him too slow, him too this, him too that. And just till it's a couple years after, when time Jermaine you say me hang on my boots. It's same fans them that say him not good enough, kind too slow and him too lazy. I said best thing Jamaica would have and he would have the best job now for Jamaica was Jermaine you.
No, we have to
so fans can't hear.
No, not all fans though. Not remember back in Nigeria.
No man, me I tell you what me hearing in general.
Yeah, but we know about we have to be fair, man. Remember some people that call me German you while some never did, you know?
Yeah,
so
and when you get listen what I say now. When you get game, when you get game, fans turn around and say Jermaine you too lazy and him not this and him not that.
Not all fans, they say some fans, not all fans are called for the coach to go. You know, so I say fans like majority.
I'm just saying, when it comes to fans, fans entitled to their opinion. Fans are going to be fans.
All right. So fans are not. Make we agree upon something then. If all the coaches that are being hired are coming into the job and they are failing at it, then we have to, and even if, right, the coaches don't have the right tools to do the job, then now we have to start look at the person or persons doing the hiring. You know, agree?
I agree with that 100%.
Okay.
Agree.
Hold on. Let me answer that. So, you said the person's doing the hiring. So, if the person's doing the hiring, show proof that them they did their homework, they looked at the options that were there with the best resume, right? And and went through proper recruiting processes. And then the results are the same. We not still like a the person who did the hiring and say them do a bad job just because the results bad.
Yes.
Hold on, Shane.
Let me tell you why.
Shane, hold on, wait. Let me answer Shane 1 second. Shane.
Yeah.
Shane, let us stop with the hypothetical. Let's stop at true hypotheticals out there. We are talking about the national. Shane. We are talking about the national teams where over the past 3 coaches or maybe more are feeling the same way.
Can I answer now? You said don't stop with the hypothetical. So Al Grimson, has he not brought a team to the World Cup? A small team to the World Cup?
Yep.
All right. So campus the argument get gunshot. Let's go to. Hold on, let me finish, man. Hold on, let me finish, man.
Shane, listen what I said here a while ago, Shane. Every coach come fail the same way. If Al Green secure our team got a World Cup and him get the best out of the team, but when he come to Jamaica, he feel midfield wise.
But me I talk about the people them where I send now for blame the administrator who hire him. Like say it was a bad hire. It was not a bad hire.
I am not saying listen what me say to you now. If a man come and get an affair, if everybody come when in track record good. If you get alright, so
me get your point campus, but not you, the other man point. MG will say to blame the administrator then.
Yeah, here's the problem with no Shane. If Jurgen Klopp one of the best coaches in the world, wrong or right?
Yeah.
Me just use Klopp as an example. If Jurgen Klopp come and take this Jamaica team and him feel the same way like how the rest of the coaches them have failed before. Maybe because of Jurgen Klopp name, people are going to finally stand up and say, you know, something like the rest of coaching before that tell something wrong X, Y, and Z. So we have to get out.
What if Jurgen Klopp come and say, why them players not good enough? Why them players are not good at all?
Whenever I get them and you blame the players, them are not like that. You don't believe so we have player issues. We're just curious, and I believe so.
People who are 9 more likes hit 100 likes. 9 more likes. You want it? Right?
Yeah.
I want to look on this way. Now, we say, just as our campus say, we are feeling at the middle of the park. Multiple times, that's one of the biggest problem we have. The midfield.
Yeah.
I want to feel consistently. We saw one coach come in Al Grimson. Al Grimson have some defenders that play midfield. But the problem is, there are midfielders out there that were available for his selection, and he didn't choose them. Get another example now. We saw Damien Lowe start versus BVI. We saw Latibodier start versus Guadeloupe. We saw who start versus Guatemala to Damien Lowe as well. We see Damien Lowe versus Guatemala. But yet still, this coach, and this a campus argument me I go with now. This coach had Kerai Anderson. He had multiple midfielders, either locally, in England, in the championship, in Europe.
Worst case scenario, JPL.
Even in a USL, in a MLS, he has a selection pool that he can go deep and pick up midfielder this so. Even in a same squad they have right now, midfielder is there. But he still opted to put center back and right back in a Midlife Park. Now, one, how can you blame? You barely can blame the players for that. You can't blame you cannot blame the administration for that. You only can blame the player for that because the player never select himself. If he
I beg you the floor, MG. May I beg you the floor?
Go.
May I give you two player name? Maggie and Casey Palmer. Their strength is the passing and the attacking. What is their weakness? Just answer quickly.
Work rate.
And tackling.
Yeah.
They can't tackle for save a fly. Right? And so our midfield personnel that we have, them not good enough. Them good at the main aspect of the position, but them weak at something that critical. Right? You must be able to can defend to you got in a trouble. Right? And that is why the coaches them keep opting for a different option because they want some toughness also in the midfield. Peter Cargill had toughness. Whitmore, if him losing ball, which he hardly do, he got tackle back and get back the ball. Our player them, Casey and Maggie, if them lose the ball, are healthy, them get it back. Or them don't even try to get it back. So what I am saying to you, may I say, you are ball for the man, them put the midfielder them there in a them natural position, but the natural position with them still weak because if any then can't get back the ball. So the midfield is killing that problem. I tell you, say a personal Jamaica problem, the personal of the problem.
I mean, I see it so. Can a case be made for development? You want to tell me, say, right? You can't get a man where have the maybe the unrefined skills where you need for that position, but have the skills nonetheless and develop him for position. Cargill.
How much time does an international coach have with the players? How much time does an international coach have with the players?
I know you was going to say that. And I agree that him have limited time with the players. But at the same time, right, if you are built and you are built for the future, you have to identify, right, your potentials and develop them. It is unfortunate that they're going to be developed you're told them baptism by fire. But the point is this, they'll be developed nonetheless. So, I haven't seen us doing anything like that, you know what I mean? I just willy-nilly, different man, do that with. And find a man, work with him, and develop him for position. Me know it's a limited time, but me still feel like there's room for development within the national side, particularly position where you're not...
That's a good point. No, that's a good point.
Let me ask you a question. Shane.
Yeah, man, I'm there.
Where can you see old boy, man?
I'm there.
So, Shane, you say a while ago, which is a fair point, the national team coach now have enough time. But can it be also asked a question, say, we are not only talking about the national team coach at the senior level, can we agree to disagree? Say the development can start from the evil, say the under the youths coming up. Are you gradually boom them coming up through the ranks?
Your point not gonna rectify no.
Me agree, but the man, a coach just come and the coach them not there long enough because the cars for them head. The cars for them head as soon as them reach.
Me not give no excuse. Shit, while on the campus, me gonna rectify your point. I gonna rectify your point. In the Unity Cup, there is a 20-year-old potential defensive midfielder sitting on the bench. He not get not even one opportunity. Not even one opportunity, youngster get. Brandon, 21-year-old, sorry. Well, I'm somebody say me mute. Oh, now hear me, though.
No,
yeah. 21-year-old Brandon Cover on the bench for the Unity Cup. I think he was a part of the Gold Cup. Something as well. I think he was a part of the 60-man pool. So he probably can't select him same way. This youngster who in get enough game time at Fleetwood Town, but at 21-year-old, he's at the prime age where you can mold him in the ideal.
Like a mute now, NZ.
No, man, we are here, man. We are here.
Oh, in the ideal player where you want him to play the role. Playing behind Isaac Aid, making sure that Isaac Aid, make Isaac Aid go
But MG, stop teeth people argument. I said that to you when you come out to Casey Palmer. Them just said
no,
we
Casey
keep
Palmer,
them in the squad. No,
we're
man.
not talking about an old man there. We're not talking about an old man there.
No, what I know.
A 21-year-old.
No, man. If you have a Isaac Aiden, which is your A midfielder, we're good in the way you want him to do. You can't tell me say you can't identify a youngster or whomever and keep my part of the team to be an understudy and learn.
Brandon Cover.
Never problem with that.
Brandon Cover.
But never problem with that. Just like
you want me to tell you what got happen? Hold on, MG. Give me 1 second. MG, give me tell you what got happen now. You see the moment they put Brandon Cover up on the field, the fans them are gonna call for the coach Eddie if things don't go well. Oh, look how much other better man there on the field. You must put in the best players them at all time. As Campos said, you can't please the fans them. Because if you put him out there and things don't go well, you're gonna cut the coach.
One question. May I ask everybody this? And that's something I see on the next channel, that's what I ask. How was busy performance in our full opinion? For
me, you have one good moment which will lead to the goal, but more
right.
I think he was
just answer move. That's your one. Next part. Next field.
Less visible.
Next man, Shane.
Yeah. You know what's my bias because I can't see my jokes them. I not got bias. Me give him a 6.5 out of 10.
All right. Next panelist.
6.5.
Next panelist. Quick and sign up.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, him never play bad. Him never play amazing individually, but the team function better with him in there.
All right, next panelist.
I think busy perform reasonably well. And
everybody that has somebody else left. Everybody that has somebody else. Who else left?
Yeah, man. All right. So I think it was like below the standard. I believe KC should start, but it is what it is. But all right. So to be fair to the coach, hold on. To be fair. No. The Brandon Cover. Listen, man. The Brandon Cover is a number 6.
You know, so me watch 2 other YouTube channel MG, and you would have surprised the amount of people who say busy enough for Sibaka jersey, natively bench busy for Sibaka.
But
yeah, I mean, someone else says C first of the like someone else. I said, man says C first of the side, like what kind of talk them?
The point to me I'm making an MG is this, you know. No matter where the coach do, yes, when it comes to fans. Remember, this is the same C first, you know, where all of Jamaica fans are calling say in disagree if go and green if come back, you know. And them I say C first, not get back no game, you know. And you MG say you da start C first and bench great.
Of course, Grace said C first second game. I'm not joking.
So what I know, the point to me make two is this. The point to me make two and then you can move on. you can't please the fans at all the time.
No. So I mean, I agree with that. You cannot please the fan. No, it is coach his coach ideology that he has to think about long term. Every coach can think about what they can achieve now. So the reason I say, even if we bring on a Brandon Cover and the fans them start cuss and go on bad, the coach have to know themselves. The coach have to know themselves. Say, here go on. I am doing this for no say by next year, close to the World Cup, him I go ready for the level. Versus me exclude him totally. I play the old man them and them season done and them legs then get heavy. And I've got to bring them now World Cup. We now have fresh legs. We now have young fresh legs. We have to go rely back on the same old man them. So the coach has to make a decision.
But at the same time, when him left out Ravel, everybody are cuss.
All right, look at this now, right? I'm gonna show this, right? Ravel Morrison is a player. When he left Ravel Morrison, whole for cussing go on for that. I mean, I agree. I mean, understand why a lot of people cuss because the coach himself said he want a ball handler. He want players who can take care of the ball, players who can command the ball, players who can handle the ball, and that's what Ravel Morrison is. Now, when you exclude the player out of his squad, you think people ask questions and say that is what you want, but you still exclude that particular player. No, I think from my perspective, I could be totally wrong. A Ravel Morrison beside Isaac Hayden would that be a perfect partner for Isaac Hayden? That's the ball progression from Isaac Hayden.
MG, a Ravel Morrison would that be a Whitmore, a Cargill, and a Andy Williams. You have to have that type of what you have to have that ball playing midfielder there and find two other midfielder for work with him. We can't have three midfielder where basically I see same thing.
Yeah, so Russell is what? Number 8 is a number 8, right?
Russell can play anywhere.
Yeah, we know, man, but he's what? No,
he might play number 8 now.
Originally, no, you might ask why is in best position now.
Yeah, that we asked the Jamaica.
Number 8.
Number 8.
He's also very good at playing the 6. That's what I mean. I thought.
Alright, so I think. Yeah, I think the coach, if a coach experiment, two players I want him experiment. King and put Rustler number 6. I think that the Lattibody here, we see enough of Lattibody here. We see enough of Lower. And I told you as I said, I don't see enough of Cover now, but I think the coach is a reasonable coach. I don't believe if Cover was exceptional, the coach can still have Cover on the bench. I don't believe in that one. So obviously coach don't still. Yeah, sure. Obviously the coach. Huh?
You me debunk the same point there, Mick.
Yeah,
he had Ravel Morrison. Him saying not believe if Brandon Cover was exceptional. He would not
I see him coach to come and play Burrell, you know.
All right, and then Burrell never get a game. But second to that, Ravel Morrison was at the Unity Cup, right? And Ravel Morrison only played about 20 minutes at the entire Unity Cup.
Burrell came on and did well, and the coach come and say, Burrell do everything we want in him forward. Everything. And Burrell can never come off a bench.
But we have to understand, remember, you don't know you have something up in the 9 and them thing there. Also, you have Ravel case, so let's say Ravel our number 8. Casey perform and Rustler perform. So, you know, we understand the Ravel situation, Ravel. Understand. Number 6, I think we problem currently is the number 6 position. Isaac Hayden out of the midfield, and that's the problem. So I think we need Isaac Hayden now get better, but let's say him get injured in the World Cup qualifier, who are going to be the number 6? The whole team are going to basically collapse. So we need a proper number 6. And I don't know what them say are going with Lewis Baker, or maybe Russell are going to be the number 6, which I going to take him goal scoring because the man has scored a lot of goals as a number 8. So we have to kind of wise or move him from number 8.
Baker don't want 6. Baker is not a 6, naturally.
Yeah, he's not naturally, but he can play a 6. If you look on him history and even for Chelsea when him there play, him play as a 6 man. You know, so Lewis Baker, if you pick a number 6, but I prefer Lewis Baker over Isaac Hayden, you know. But
sir, you're mad.
No, like we don't know Lewis Baker. I think we need to study Lewis Baker.
No, bro, not as a fix.
But I say, we need. Yeah, man, Louis. Yeah. All right. So, curious, who's other number 6 out there we so we can recruit? Because we have a lot of players out there. Like,
Why?
because obviously coach have the contents that Mr. Cover. If you might and Suela Makala. So, who out
Hold on,
there
man.
is
MG, give me a
You
sword.
look
Give me a sword.
Hold on, John.
in
Me or Jonathan. John, what you say?
you're looking here for the head.
Where's
The
what you say,
biggest
John?
the biggest problem we hear with from most fans in terms of midfield is that the midfield have no control over a game, right? That's how we have problems with. We can't really dictate the play. We can't really dictate the flow of a game. We feel erratic. One bag of mistake happening in our last game in our midfield, right? Everybody have a concern with that. My thing is, you have to look upon the tactics and the personal. So far, majority of the time when McLaren I set up a team with a 4-2-3-1, double pivot, right? With Hayden and Russell or whoever else comes in when Hayden out. How them play going forward, everybody isolated. People are hiding in the midfield, nobody now show free ball. It's hard to really the connectivity we wanna ask for, it's hard to get that with how them set up. Zine, but at the same time it's conflicting. Because how you get the best out, that how you get the best out of two wing of them, whether it be Cepas
You
or
need a
Bailey
man
or
to
Gray.
call for the ball. You need a man who go to the man who have the ball and say, yo, play me the ball.
And
Give me the
we
ball.
not have that. We not have that. Cause that are going forward. That is well documented. We talk
What do you
about that
mean
too
we
much
not have
time.
that? We have that, man. Don't do that.
We
We
not
have
real.
that.
To be honest, bro, we not have
We
that.
have that, man.
But
KC Palmer, we have Ravel Morris, so we love the ball. So we have two players who we can point on, we love the ball.
let me finish my point there. But second, and in my opinion, most importantly, and this is something I may notice from the last Gold Cup, 2023 Gold Cup, when we lose against Mexico. If you look how some of them goal they score in transition, and to this day still in transition defensively, a defensive midfielder responsibility for cover a back four, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how come every single time we depend other team depend one counter attack, our defensive midfielder is nowhere near to be found in the picture? Even a Guatemala game, Damian Lowe was supposed to be playing D mid. We not see him nowhere in a picture when he goal score.
That probably
We back four
systematic then.
exposed. So going forward is a problem because the midfielder them isolated. Then nobody feel link up with. That's why we are playing so much long ball. But then defensively, they're not doing their job either. Because and to me that is a system thing that has to be taught, that has to be drilled
Hold
into
on.
them. Nobody who is playing.
Question. Did you see when Russell was playing that position? Did you see Russell do exactly what you're talking about now?
In our last game,
Yeah.
No, me must say essential.
no, but I never him did a play 6.
No. Me ask to cover the back line. No, pretending to cover the back line. Pretending to cover the defense back line.
Yes,
Back line as a midfielder.
the game when play as a senior attack. That
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think
Read Marvin Smith comment, MG. It's interesting. Marvin Smith comment.
A midfielder like Maggie who don't tackle and win ball back, all you have to do is put two rough midfielders around him.
No, that not
Right,
Really
right.
talk.
No.
It can't work.
That
You
not
saw
go
it.
work.
Yeah, but
It could
it can't
work,
work.
man.
No, go work.
That
Yeah,
can't
man,
work.
it can't
No.
work.
Not
Yeah, no, but it can. Yeah, it can't work now. But
Let me tell you,
yeah,
them days of football,
The way
you
how
protect players'
teams are
weakness.
play international football
Massive.
right now, we get
That's
exposed if you do stuff like that.
Exactly.
There's a reason
Exactly.
why
Easy.
the traditional number 10 is slowly getting phased out. Because if you not press, right, you know, a team them run all over you.
Exactly.
All over you.
And that is why the coach are put in the man them were rough and tough in the midfield, but them not play the position there. That's
But
his
my
why
thing
I
is,
put them up there.
them footballing brain, the IQ low, both
Exactly.
offensively and defensively.
But that is
Nobody
exactly
can
what
cover
the
it.
problem of Jamaica team. See there? We know what the problem is, and we are blame the coach and I blame administration. That is the problem. We don't have the personnel to put right there. So
When I'm bright.
I think the coach mistake for this match is put a number 6, a number 8, and a number 10. Like if you play a number 6, at least have 2 number 8 or 2 number 6 with a number 8 or a 10. But
But all right. Now show
you
me
said,
something. I'm
yeah,
gonna show you the setup. I'm gonna
yeah,
show
put up
you.
a setup, yeah, because yeah.
Boy, cause I'll carry. Boy, you
More
not talk about say we need a young midfielder, but him never really do himself no favors.
panelists, more
More
asking a
addition to the squad.
question. More asking a question. Why is it that our back four have to play so slow? Right? Isn't it total opposite when the ball finally reach the wing of them? You see them a tear down the wing fast. But we midfield, no, we back four play so slow, passing back, and inviting pressure until they
Then
make.
coward. Then
They,
coward.
and every time them approach the midfield line, them put it back again.
And
But
that's why I
as,
said to you, say,
as slow. Why?
But that
Why?
two-fold, that two-fold, cause one in midfield them now show as we establish
I know
football.
because the midfielder them
But-
gone too far up.
But the second thing is, even when the midfield them show are there passes available, them not make it past them. And it's a complaint I make for a long time. Them not passes are there to be made and them not make it. People cuss Bailey about hang on on the ball too much. But it's not just Bailey. A whole heap of people miss you hang on on the ball too much.
And the other thing now.
2-3 pass and escape press, we are take 50. Oh, that makes sense.
And the other thing now. When we get a throw anywhere in an hour half, why it have to take so slow? We get the throw and we take our own sweet time before. Why we can't? Anybody remember our stats play? If you don't ever blink on the ball throwing. If our strength is speed, why we are throwing the ball so slow? Do everything so slow. I don't understand it.
Why is everyone's always stressing that our strength is speed?
Because up front, that is our strength. It's clear as day. Kaim Dixon fast. Leon Bailey fast. Mr. Mande on the left wing. MG player them name again.
First you're talking about?
Yes, fast.
Mm-hmm.
Zane, the man them fast. If you can get the ball to them faster and more often, we can be very disruptive and tired out other team. Right? But if we take
that,
yeah,
I don't mean to cut you, but
yeah,
we're stressing this fast thing that is so easily combated. If the other team is thinking, and if you watch the games, they nullify our speed all the time by just dropping off. If our players don't have the zone to run into, the speed is nullified. So we have to come to the board with more than just speed.
that is true. That's why we need the midfield to complement them.
No. That comes down to football intelligence because somebody like Gray and Bailey, one thing we notice with them love ball to foot. In terms of making runs in behind, I wanna Brown alone miss to do that consistently.
Yeah.
Them as you said before, defenders will drop off of you if them notice say you just want to do the same thing over and over again.
Hold on, how would this attack? Hold on, how would this attack?
Who's that? Oh, me?
John.
John, you remember when time we use the phrase and say our players are not we don't have no form of adaptability? We're going a game one way. And when we say now work, we don't have no form of adaptability.
No plan B. That is true.
But that cannot only be on the coach. That has to be on the players as
no,
well. Because if you look at the player,
because a man say puddle water. A man say feel bad. When he can't dribble or he can't what have you, and he still try dribble, he still try pass. Our players IQ wise, their IQ low. And that now nothing to do with coach. You go there as a player on the field, you see say the man tackle you. And I force it down on the left. Change up your side. He first realize that they not give me a chance to run. Stop running now, man. Try pass, try start play some 1-2, try start do some link up play now. You only depend on your speed alone, just a go so. You don't have nothing else in your game.
Yeah, but speed is C-fast main thing now, so we can't tell the player to stop.
No. I am saying as a player, you want to tell me say you can't switch up your game too? Seriously, as a player. So
Hold on, let me say something to you now. No, hold on, no, hold on there.
If
Let me
Seafast get
answer
a
that.
feel,
Let me answer that.
if Seafast get a feel, where rain a fall, and the only attribute is to kick and run. You do the same thing in a pool of water. He can't
The
change the
man,
ball game.
but although this is not a matter of changing ball game, but me see
Adapt.
everybody the other day, included MG and the panelists and my listen. The coach tried something the other day, just to show off the other team, but we read it as the coach I put man in the wrong position. He put Cephas on the right and Bailey on the left. But show off the other team and then him switch it back and then everybody say a wrong position and
wrong
thing
position.
and thing. No
It's not.
one a wrong position.
It's
No,
not everybody,
hey,
and that is
it
we nearly
wasn't
lose.
a wrong. Hold on, MG. You should have known better. I'm disappointed. When, for example, may I bring it back to schoolboy football every time. When Whisper there play for KC, you ever see him stick to one wing yet?
No, him rotate.
What him main strength?
Right wing.
Which wing? Exactly.
Right wing and
But him switch wing come whole heap of time during the game. Whisper does switch from one side to the next, and they see him switch and him a show off the other team all the time doing it. And the coach do it and the show off the whole of the fans. Them and me I laugh after like crazy. And all the man do I just switch it back.
No, but he never did that work though.
So that are tactics. So the man try something different.
He never did that work. He tried something different, but
but don't mean say to go work all the time. But yeah, try to do something for safe to go through after other team. But on a cost the man because the man try something.
Them boy in our work overdo.
No,
but finally,
Una see him when I say the man them static and I want to try something new and ray. And the man try a little thing new and then
that was then, but do we see that consistently, my boss? Because that am my biggest, that I'm pointing out, that I point me try make we not see them football IQ in play consistently. Because if you look at every title winning team, all Man U back in idea, they had leaders on the pitch, they had coaches who were playing on the pitch.
So Shane. Why whenever the coach do something and it work, him still coming next game and change it?
That's my point.
Answer that shit. Shane, you know answer
that. Answer you. I can only theorize. This is not factual. But every team is different. And when you look on a team now, you have to come and devise a strategy for that team specifically. Not the same strategy where you employ the game before not going necessarily work on the team where you're playing. No. So, man, I got to try something based on where MC related to the specific team that he's playing.
All right, Shane. So, Shane, for this World Cup qualifier, when everybody come and drop and start low block, we are going to manage. Because that's our biggest problem.
We know the biggest problem. We know the biggest problem of it. Me just pray so we can get some results here. Me just right now. Me just pray for a good midfielder show. More than
and that's the only way we're gonna beat the low block, you know. We need a ball angler. We need a man to pull them lock there. Cause low block. You can't depend on Cephas and Bailey them to beat low block, you know. Because by the time Cephas start run out, the door ain't reach. By the time Bailey start giving a 4 and 5 man tackling. Low block.
Them midfielder, yeah. Every time you see me go to stadium, I wish me have the power. Anytime I see them midfielder do the back pass them like what them I do, we should can call them off and make them do 50 push-up.
Shane.
I just wish we could do it.
Shane.
Yeah.
Me I watched the match for FX1 and it was so surprising. Every time when midfielders get the ball, till all the commentators say for FX1, look at what's going to happen. Negative again. He's going to go back way. And before the man go back here, the commentator could have predicted.
Exactly. He could have predicted too.
Is either them go back to King or then go back to Blake.
And then King and Peanut now them bounce it when someone there for about 2 minutes first
And
before it
then
reach up back to
they make this big
midfield
long kick
again.
forward. The commentator for
Bun.
FX1 said it.
But John,
Before
just
one
remember,
and
John,
MG.
John just
MG
explained
before-
if midfielder now show himself.
But me just show you. Well, I know me just show you every time the midfield get the ball, the commentator for FX1 say, here we go again. A negative pass. Because him said negative. That I told him using say, here we go
I
again.
wish we could
Negative.
take them off and make them do 50 push-up for every back pass.
None of them are brave enough to
Everyone.
go forward. Their first intention is to always play it back way or sideway. Every single time.
Maybe that's them skill set, and then can't go no further than that.
If you turn back way, then skill set if you turn back way.
Why for that?
So all of them skill set if you turn back way, they need to go on the back road.
One or two things why they would play the ball backwards is they're not comfortable enough splitting the lines, passing the ball forward. Or two, they don't practice with each other enough to identify the runs in the channel, in the zone. So they don't feel comfortable playing the ball in the zone and knowing that one of their teammates is going to.
But you talk about all of them have space in front of them, you know. One of the time, couple times when me see Gray come for ball and show for ball. Nobody know around him. Even the commentator said, and the man then still gone backward and gone out to the flank. Even the commentator said, Gray show for before they take off Gray.
Well, are you saying that's a coach at 9 players them?
A coach that players.
That me I wonder no.
Me not think so. Me not think he fear. Me not think.
What I know? Me see the man get the ball in midfield. Nobody in front of him. He can either dribble, carry it forward, and try make a pass. The space in front of him and he still go back way.
Turn it back. Exactly.
Gray come feet. Gray run and come feet. In front of him within 2 and a say, give me you know. And he still turn back.
Campus, me have another question. Last game, when we need to calm down the game, the last 3-4 minutes. Me see now, whole game, them have Blake a pass to the man, them, the back four. All of a sudden now, the last 4 or 5 minutes, them have Blake kicking out the ball long, and the ball keep coming back within 2 seconds.
All right, let me tell
And
you
them
something now.
keep, well or not, them keep doing it, the ball keep coming back. And they see even when a man get the ball, say a man get the me see when name now, I was so disappointed. When name where he used to go Clarendon College. The forward. When name again, man, right wing.
Cephas.
No man, right wing. Clarendon College. Time Dixon. In the last couple of seconds there, him get the ball and all the other team man them up and him have the whole space for dribble out. The whole field for dribble out. Because we're under pressure now. And him end up get the ball on him foot because him in a defensive duties. And him get the whole field for dribble out. Nobody in front of him and him kick it out wild. Kick it out wild from down there. And the ball come back. And the ball come back within 2 seconds again. But I be about with me a cussing.
No, you see that now, Shane. You see last 5 minutes, Shane. You can't blame a coach for that. I'm gonna tell you why me personally say so. That is something where in a most teams, when it comes down to the last and them a lead, they just go defensively. It's a mind.
No man. Different from common sense, brother.
No. We have to stop you right there, so fam. It's the coach's responsibility to
but the coach I tell him say calm and play it out, and then the guy could have seen frustration from the sideline. And them a kick it away, and then the coach instruct them to kick it away there so. And the mindset, and the man them on the field panic. If the coach from the sideline they could have seen it in a frustration. Even when Dixie kick the ball, the same play we talk about. When Dixie kick the ball, McLaren fling down whatsoever him up in their hand.
Exactly.
He was saying, settle and pass out the ball. No?
Yeah, so you have this skill. The man would have to foul you. Dribble out the ball. The man behind you.
Let me tell you why I say mindset. Let me use an explain why I tell you say a player IQ and player mindset. Jamaica get a break, which was a 3-1. And the man with the ball, which is Cephas. Nobody can tell him say a low IQ. That a dunce. Any player that's going to just roll the ball in teammates if my player team sports. What CFA do with the ball and make the keeper say it was total low IQ and stupidness. We need a goal. We need a third goal if we kill half a game. And the man use selfishness, low IQ, everything and try to score for himself. When this is a play,
Yes, of course, everybody see it. My son laughing. Never look at 15-year-old son.
If you play a team sport, that's so. And you know you want to game. The easiest thing that was to do was to roll the ball against Antonio. Make him kick you, make you cuss him. And we not think he would have missed that.
So, Campus, if you were the coach, what would you do in that situation? Because I know what I would do if I was the coach. What would you do?
Well, take him off.
Yeah, take him off. Right there, sir. Right there, sir. Although it was 98 minutes in the game.
Boy, no, that don't make sense, you know.
No. No, you have to prove a point.
Yeah, but 90 plus top, you know.
No, you dress him down in a training. You style him in a training, but
in a dressing room. He didn't let in a dressing room.
Yeah, man, in a dressing room.
Anyway, the point to me I make is not to say if you take him off or if you dress him down. We are talking about the players them and their IQ level. We are talking about the players them and their IQ.
As a coach, you're a teacher. You're a teacher first. Your job is to teach your players how you want them to play.
So you think that's what the coach tells you? You think the coach see us to do that? To run the ball and the ball?
Corrective measure. It's a thick-head youth. Because even the fans are beating him from about a year now. It's a thick-head youth. And I believe one of the ways, remember, we are all Jamaican, so when you head too thick and your peers are trying to get something in you with them beat you. Literally beat you. In this scenario, you have to embarrass him. Even if you have no change.
Well, me not think, me not do that.
Even
you have to find some other way. But me not do that.
Like this up.
Me not do that.
Me I do that. If I even 30 seconds left on the blowout ball game, me I take him off, man.
Take him off. We play with 10.
Yeah, man. I could have even 30 seconds left.
You have to embarrass him into playing the right way.
So when you damage the player psychologically,
exactly.
How you rectify that now?
If you get damaged,
all right, let me explain.
No, you can't say that. You can't do that, man. You can't damage up. You can't make one incident damage a player where you're going to need.
MG.
I know. Even if that's the case, so even if you do 4 or 5 times, it's still a player where you get high output from same way. But you can't use the one in the few incident. You get more output from him than the foolishness window. You can't.
MG, let me explain.
Yeah.
CFAS, in my opinion, could be the superstar in this team based on the few, based on the effort to him put out and the skill set to him have. He could be the pivotal superstar in this team. Why? Because one, as everyone is saying, he has space. But not only he has space, he has mastered the ability to go around players. I mean, getting players wrong-footed.
Get 1v1, yeah.
Get 1v1. Now, the issue I'm having with this player is, after you do all that hard work and go behind your defender, 7 out of 10 times you do foolishness with the ball.
True.
I've been watching this player now since 2023, since he come onto the scene, come into the team. And that is his issue. And I thought in the Unity Cup, the fans beat him enough where he got to him, where he played good for 1 game.
No, man, 2 games he played good for, man. Both Trinidad and Nigeria.
Well, give him.
Remember that the 2 games I'm the most output, you know.
No, the first game, the first game we have to beat him. The first game.
No, but the first game, remember, I won 2 penalties in my first game.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. You see,
I won the game 3-2.
Hold on. MG, what me just said? He could be a superstar.
And me not disagree. I don't disagree with that. The only thing I'm disagreeing with is taking off the player in that moment. That's all I disagree.
But
I agree.
Here's why. Me not say if you drop him out of the team, you know.
No,
Listen,
but don't take
no,
him
no,
off
no,
of
no,
the
no.
field. No,
Why
I
not?
agree with it.
Because
right.
he's because
Well, I know. Let me show you.
And let me
Let me-
finish and I'm gonna make it talk. Let me finish, let me land, and then me make it talk. You see, in the Unity Cup, right? While he, some would say he's responsible for the 3 goals. Some not give him the last one when him kick. Them send kick a shot and the other player and not really passing when I pass. But because of team involvement.
Yeah.
I don't even go even further and say the first game that Brown scored, get the penalty, it was Cephas involvement, Carson.
Yeah.
So that is why I'm saying he could be a superstar in this team because of his activity. However, if you go back and watch all those games and you count up, you tally up all of the wrong decisions that he made, where he should have played his teammates in and goal, no one would be cussing him. No one would say that other teammates would score all the time, but we would be here cussing the other teammates for throwing away the goals that Cephas have set. Instead of we are cussing Cephas for not setting up his teammates. You see where I'm going?
All right.
So, but and we need to fix this now because really Gold Cup don't really matter. You know what matters? The next competition coming up.
No man, Gold Cup matter, man.
Every competition matter, man.
It matter. Some explain to you why I say so. So I agree with you 100% that it needs to fix. His final third decision making has to work on. It has to fix. But one of the reasons why, in some sense, he's an X factor, is also one of the reasons why he's so dangerous, because he's not afraid to get in the danger zone them and try what he want to do. Even though he can make a better decision a lot of times, he can make the better decision. But the mere fact that he's always willing to create chaos in the final third, you cannot take that away from a team. Let me give a perfect example. And this is a player where Liverpool fans always accuse. Darwin Núñez, he missed so much chances. But there's a reason why he always in a position to get chances. Because he creates so much chaos in the final third. Not saying he's the best player now, but he creates so much chaos in the final third. The superstar like Salah can pick up and look find other aspect like that and finish it off.
My thing is hold on. My thing is, at what point is it not worth it? All that chaos. At what point does it become not worth it? Because me as a Liverpool fan, we tell you from season 1, me never rate Núñez. And people tell me, say, all right, game time. Now, when he missed a penalty against PSG, now people finally start turning on him. My thing is, at some point, everything that you do, all of that, something has to go together with it. You have to give it that input at some point.
Yeah, but all right, so look at it. So me agree, 100%. Me agree, right? Now look at it this way as well. Something have to give, and if you look at the other games, so this one game he had that one moment. In the other games, he does have a moment like that, but in the same game, he might have other moments when he contribute. Wrong or right?
For most part, the last couple of games here.
For the last 10 games that he has played for Jamaica, despite him have a moment like that, when selfish, remember the back heel, all them kind of stuff, remember all them something there. In those same games, he contribute where goals are concerned. Either an assist or in a final third that create problems.
MJ, how many goal contributions Cephas have in the national team?
How much goal contribution? Probably about 6 or so.
How much goal Cephas score?
He scored about 1 goal.
Okay, so is he a forward or is he a wing player?
Winger. He's a winger.
So what is the first and most important responsibility of a winger?
The assist
providing.
Okay, so why are you picking up for a guy to score a goal? To go score a goal. That is the goal, the striker or the central forward primary job. And he's
gonna mash up. You're going to mash up that sentiment now. You're going to mash up this. You're going to totally dismantle it.
Yes, totally mash it up. Go on.
Liam Bailey scored, right? He scored.
Me know that you don't go say no.
But no, man. No, go to it. Never get to it. Never get to it. Liam Bailey scored, right?
Right.
Good. before they go Liam Bailey assist, right? So 2 games now, Liam Bailey contributed.
Yes.
Before these 2 games, then what did he contribute?
Well, Liam Bailey, you're
Nothing.
asking the right. You want me if you address? Hold on. You want me if you address it?
Yeah, but no. Me answer. What did he do in regards to goal contribution before these games?
I think 5 in 36 or 35 games. Poor.
35. Sifa's probably gone about 9 games or 10.
Yes, but
hold on.
Hold on. Let me adjust,
Yeah.
Guna.
Yeah.
I am of the opinion that Liam Bailey should come off the bench. I've been saying this for about 2 years now. Everyone beat me, saying I'm mad. I'm the biggest baller Jamaica have. Here, next man said, no, it's all right, that's all. Because your job.
But who you gonna play?
Who you gonna play? Dixon.
So All right. Check the stats with Dixon compared to Liam Bailey. Do the average. How much?
Dixon has good numbers. He has good numbers.
Okay, so if we are to use numbers, because we are to go with numbers, a modern day football.
No,
if you have better numbers,
no, you can't go to that. No.
Play.
You can't go to that. No, because if you use fear factor in a final third, Cephas is the most dangerous player we have, hands down. In a final third.
Did I say Cephas shouldn't start?
No, but what? No, that is what me I say. No, that's what me I tell us. No, the whole aspect of you saying take him off the pitch. You cannot do that. You can't.
No, because I can't sit here with a clear conscience and say, Coach McLaren is not working on Cephas to make the final pass. So if coach is working with you in training to make the right decision, and then when you go on to the pitch, you're still making the wrong decision.
MG, give me one comment on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go on, Shane.
Yeah, so hear me answer now. Yeah, something called know your personnel, right? And you have different players that respond to different things. So as a coach, you would know what your player respond to. Very critical to understand that what will work for player A don't necessarily work for player B. So if it is that Cephas is a person that you know would respond to something like you take him off right away, then that is what you do. But if you understand his personality, say if him feel embarrassed, and when him feel embarrassed, him go in and shell and don't perform, then you don't do that. It's a matter of understanding the personnel and treating the situation on an individual basis accordingly. So that's my take on it.
I agree with that's a good point. With that take, but not Cephas. The amount of people Cephas they can do the same thing.
No, you can't that baller, man. You can't that baller. Me just not see why that. Me just see why how you justified that baller. And then so imagine the baller Japa. Say he's one of the baller where he need a bit of something there, and you take him off, embarrass him, and then drop off. Then what will do next now? How will replace that? How will replace that specific thing where we are winner utilize all long? What will you replace that with?
With an next player.
Who else doing that?
Gray was playing on the same wing and
Gray
hold on, in the same game. Gray was playing in that same position and made a goal contribution in the same game, which Cephas could have matched if he had passed the ball.
And I agree 100%. But this is what I mean now upon now. You see, our football set up right now, when Gray was in his bad patch, he won good time period. Cephas on the left hand side that carry the mantle, despite him bad decision making every now and then.
Right.
Gray now on good patch of form. Good. Brilliant for us. Make him go and work it. What's going to happen now if Gray drop out? I'm going to bad patch of form again.
No, we are going to if you see.
No, it doesn't matter if it is proven. Yeah, it was proven for what Mr. About 10 games Gray not score assists. For about 10 games Gray not score assists, and Cephas was the person on the left hand side who that contribute this and that.
And
then
agree.
So what I'm saying, you have to be very, very careful in how you approach or deal with the squad. You can't because of one moment you make a rush decision based off of emotions.
It's not a wrong moment. It's not a one moment.
No, but your feelings
it's not one moment. It's not one moment.
But it's not
one moment.
Fine, it's not one moment. But you can't make that specific moment make you make a decision that can in the long term hurt you. It'll come like say, right, you're there at workplace every day, and you want one co-worker. Every day come in the co-worker, nag. You just consistently nag you. And today, you just feel good today, and you come at work and he nag you. I just text it and clotting across the face. Because it's a long time I do it. A long time I do it.
We fire him. We fire the co-worker. Get him out of here. We fire him.
I say you are gonna work. You're not the boss. You're not the boss. You work together. You're the person that work, but he come every day and annoy you. And today, because you're not in a good mood, you just text it and clotting across the face. No, that's going to impact you in the long term because of one moment that you just never will you're cool. So yes, inconsistent, but there's other way to deal with it.
How you deal with it, MG? Tell me how to deal with this situation that we're having with CFAS in particular.
No, you know,
because we were talking about.
You make it sound like I worst player on the team. That's how you make it sound.
No.
But that's how you make it sound.
No, let me go back again. Let me preface this. I said CFAS could be the superstar in this team.
Could be.
The superstar, not the star. The superstar.
Yes,
in this team.
It could be.
If.
But why are you so adamant for disrespect him?
Because I see he has something that no other player in this team has.
But if you have it, why are you so adamant for disrespect him same way?
Because for 2 years now, everyone is for 2 years.
Yeah.
That's 24 months. Everyone, she and the old lady. If CFAS listens to anything other than music on him iPad, and we hear everybody beat him every day and a daily. Say, yo, just pass the ball. Just when you do your work on the wing, brother, just pass the ball, just set up your teammate. And he's consistently trying to score. And all this time, he only scored 1 goal. Scoring enough in thing.
MG, can I say something?
Yeah, go on, Shane.
Yeah, I think the recommendation where I make is not out of hate but out of love. I think what he's saying, CFAS has such potential that if talking now work, then maybe trying this maybe work because him want to unleash the potential there.
You just not agree with the embarrassing.
Yeah, me not necessarily hold on up. Me not necessarily agree. But I want you to pick out the fact that he's
not training then.
Hold on up. I want you to understand the fact that he's not saying CFAS is a bad player. What he's saying is that he's saying that he's so good. And he just need a little switch there. To bring him to the level there.
My issue was only embarrassing that moment. You have nothing to do, nothing else. You recognize everything else, but that moment you can't. I'm embarrassed to play because of that.
Yeah, me get where you ask the MG. But I will switch on the topic now. One other quick point. One quick thing.
Why you switch from and then you want to come back there? So don't switch it. MG, may agree with you. I'm going to tell you why I agree with you. Some things we have to look beyond. Sometimes we have to look on the longer beyond what we are seeing with the natural eye. We have to ask ourselves, say, when CFAS they are training, for example, and a train, are we just having him dribbling past players, running past cones, or we have him, I will say that time strength, so we are going to just have him now a pass ball, a square ball in our box. We don't know what they are doing at training. If them only are making work on his strength when he come in at training. Because I am a strong believer, say, if you have a man who only can use his right foot and in good pan in right foot, whenever it comes to training, he's supposed to only use his left foot. That means when he go in a match, he's supposed to can use his right. Wrong, I'm right. So we don't know what they do at training. We don't know if the coach of CFAS are training and knows that CFAS done fast already. In done can run left 1 or 2 players already. So CFAS come, we are going to have you do some squaring drill, some dribble around the corner and square. So we don't know because we don't see it. So we can't just blame CFAS alone because we actually don't know. Can we find it hard to believe, say, this player made the same mistake in a countless match where everybody beat him saying selfish. And the coach have him in a training. The coach play a vital role, you know. This is where the coach come in, you know, because the coach of the national team, for example, is supposed to be working on player strength, you know. You call a player in the national team because of whatsoever you see him do. You call him based on his strength, wrong am I right? So you call a man like Cephas because Cephas can run left 2 player. You call a man like Ravel because Ravel can make 2 good pass. So when he come at training now, you're supposed to have work. You know his strength already. So if you want to get the best out of this player, you have to work on his weakness. You have to help him. So I don't feel like taking off the player.
Benefit you.
You see it to just like the fans, you know. So you see now pass. You see get a lot easy pass like that for Antonio again. Next training session, oh gosh man, see if I don't want to see your dribble. I don't want to see your beat a man. Me just want to have your pass ball.
Let me show you something, right? You see at the Unity Cup, we game one play against Nigeria. He registered 2 assists.
So once the driver said no coach can help Cephas. Then simple then. Get a sports psychologist for your team. Get a sports psychologist then.
Campus, make them talk. Because these are the same person. Let me tell you why. Sometimes where fun is concerned, we say a lot of things, and sometimes understand what we say because we say it to emotion. The reason why a lot of persons upon Cephas back right now are because we strongly believe that she can pass the ball to Mikel Antonio. Very, very easy. But you know, when I think we now look on that he was 1v1 with the goalkeeper. And any striker in the world, you have striker who pass the ball and you have striker who go at goal same way. I agree said the easier option was there for pass the ball. But just the same, you have other strikers who believe in themselves say no, so I can score this. Me hear.
MG, Cephas is not playing as striker. Cephas is playing.
What? Me ask a question. Was he 1v1?
Yes, but we're in the box.
Was he 1v1?
Yes, he was. But we're in the box was Cephas. Anyone who is teaching you to
in the straight in front of the goal.
No, he was under the left side of the goal. He was on the left side of the goal.
No, he wasn't on the left side.
It can't be left side. Couldn't be left side.
And they have 2 left wing left, but in the on the right hand side.
In the right, but he was central. He was more central. Antonio to left hand side approach. No, fine. Say in go for the glory and in a workout. I would say good stupidity. This that I will cuss him. Just like now, because when that happening now, what people are cussing now. But you know what? I can clearly remember in the Blows and Skirt Unity Cup versus Nigeria.
We are praising him.
We are praising because in cross the ball twice, beat him man, go down your line, cross the ball twice, and we get 2 goals from it. We are praising him. Listen to this, you know.
Inconsistent play part again. So if you are cross the ball in a Unity Cup, a man score. Why you come here so no one go back to your selfish ways?
No,
inconsistent
MG. Campus. A 1v1.
But you have better options.
Yeah, but
Antonio free. But you have better option, MG, don't try. MG. Alright, let me shot time. Don't try cover.
Campus, listen to this, right? Campus, listen to this. A 1v1, yes. You have better option, yes.
I never won. I never 1v1. I never 1v1.
It was a 1v1, you know.
It was
3v1 or 2v1. I never 1v1.
2v1. It's not 1v1.
Listen, man. Cephas was ahead of Mikel Antonio.
Yes, if Antonio was ahead of Mikel, if Antonio was ahead, he would be offside.
Good, which means a 1v1.
No,
but the option was there. So 2v1. But in that case, he had 2 options, wrong or right. 2 options here.
Right.
Go for goal or pass it.
Right.
He make one decision and done.
Right, he did. But he made the wrong decision. And that is the problem.
Fine. But listen to this. Well, I know. If he had scored, then what?
MG, let me ask you a question.
All right. Campus, answer this first. If he had scored, then what?
All right. If in this score, what I know? We not.
If he had scored, then what?
Let me counteract MG. We need this 1 goal to go a World Cup. And we have a 2v1 and Cephas do and Jamaica reach a World Cup. You are going to come here and start talking the same way?
No, but
no.
Listen to this now.
So don't defend that.
Yes, we are going wrong now. You misinterpret me. Make me say I defend him. No, I'm not defending him. I'm already making clear say foolishness him though. Because I personally, even in my review, I said the passing option was the highest percentile of us scoring, but he went the selfish way and go at goal. Somebody already accepts him do something foolish. But what I'm saying is, take your me I take my head out of analyst now, I put my head in the baller head. Me I go into the baller position. I said, I had two decisions there. I can go for glory, and me can pass the ball. And you say, no what? Me trust myself. I mean, I go for the glory. Guess what? Go on and score. So imagine now, in pass the ball, and Mikel Antonio probably fumble it or something like that. Cussing not upon Mikel Antonio, no.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, we'll have still cuss. We'll have still cuss same way. But
No,
but what I'm
Mikel,
Antonio.
yes, you wouldn't cuss. You wouldn't cuss if in pass that time and no
I would
score.
cuss Antonio. And when I
Antonio,
say
But at the end of the day, we still not cuss same way because at the end of the day, the goal should have scored. That's what we believe because the easy goal to score.
yes.
Anyway, MG, hold on. Long and short of it. Even the commentator said, CFAS is very good, very what have you. The commentator said, FS1, one problem is, and just like when you see problem, everybody see problem. One problem CFAS have. Guess how I problem?
Decision making.
So it is long and short of it. If coaching can help him, get a sports psychologist to try and
but we keep on
MG.
But yet still a week ago, we are glorifying him if nice.
Because
I was
praising him because I thought he had made the transition. Because when I saw those two last games, I said, finally the ball I get it.
And then no, in come now make one. This is one bad decision.
Regress.
But you can't say that's a foolishness. You cannot say that. You cannot say that in a tournament in over a period of 2 games, a man had 4 goal contribution in 2 games. 4 goal contribution in 2 games. And now 1 game, he made 1 error. Are you saying regress? That make no sense.
MJ.
That make no that. Explain that to me. Explain
All
that to me.
right. Let's not talk about football for a second. Let's talk about math.
Yeah.
If I'm teaching you math,
yeah,
and it's hard for you to get the concept that 2 plus 2 gives you 4. So I go for 4 back as copper. I'm going to give them, tell yourself you add 1 to the one we have and ask you how much you said 2. Give you 1 more, say add it, you said 3. We give you 1 more, and before me even give you the 1 more, you look upon it and say that one you're going to make 4. And I say, oh, you get it. And then tomorrow you go upon the test and you see 2 plus 2 and you say 3 upon the answer. No regress, but isn't that a regression?
Yes, that's a regression.
Okay, but that's the same thing.
But what I know, so I'm going to use the law of averages then. 2 games, 4 right decision. 2 games, 4 right decision. 1 game, 1 bad decision. Based on the same law of averages I used a while ago.
Yeah.
Is that a regression?
But hold on. If you notice the example I'm going to give you.
No, man. Because the example you give me, that in context of the example you give me, it materialize when come out to a physical aspect of what happened. In regards to physical things, that context is not happen. Because what about performance-based analysis now? A performance-based analysis. So you have to analyze it according to performance. So let me give an example now. So even if you're going to use it now, say you go to school. You go to school and you have to use school. You have to use sport.
Why not? A test is a test.
No, make we use sporting content.
Test is a performance.
Wow,
make we use the sporting
content. MJ up there, be floor, man, beg you.
All right. My idea is this, right? There's no way a baller make. All right. So what I say now? If Leon Bailey, make use Leon Bailey. Come love you, Leon Bailey.
Lose Leon,
I know. Let me use Demara Gray now. Let me use Demara Gray. Yeah. We are right to use Demara Gray. Call Leon Bailey.
Yeah, man.
I go spot.
Demara.
Use Demara Gray. During the time period in Demara Gray off farm, and now give no goal contribution.
Right.
And we say, boy, say him off farm though, but him still have the quality to find back the farm there.
Right.
Did anyone turn on him and say, boy, Demara, you're done for, boy, this, that? No, but not do that.
But that's a CFAS done for. I didn't come out and say CFAS done for.
No, you're not. I've just said, you're not. See the comments them then. You're not.
No, you see, me not about what you comments them, because comments them.
The comments them wicked, me not lie.
All right. I make move over from that now.
Me can't get the floor now, MJ.
Go on.
Bare floor, man. Look at the argument, you know. Let's comment on this. Right? You say me not to talk about the fans, but I don't make football nice. I read the comments them, MG. And we as fans are someone great. Yeah, we are grateful, subtle. As you rightly say, MG, and you had a program the other day where you outline all of the things them will see first do. The man contribute a whole heap in the game them when play. Right? It's obvious though that even at the game them, I mean I tell you, even in the Unity Cup game them, even though the goal contribution was so much MG, he make
Bad
couple
decisions as
mistakes, bad decisions in both games. Right? Me I tell you this, MG, are the facts. The facts is the facts.
No, me agree with that.
Yeah, but still, we have to understand, say, boy, the man still at the end of the day is a terrorist on the left wing. Him drive fear in the defender them, right? And the man positively contribute to a lot of the positive results that we have as of late. And so we have to give, we have to learn to give and take. We can't just beat and beat and beat. And that's why I like my youth says, him have the potential to be the best man on the team. So I give him at least some credit. But some of them man in the comment section, I say, yo, the man no good, him dunce, coach can't help him, and all kind of, I can't use the word I want to use MG because I sure. But me I tell you, we need to stop them things. Seriously. The man have a much goal contribution and the man terrorize the wing them and them thing there. The man a do something, man. The man not perfect. The man have some improvements to make, but he credit same way. Just like when I can beat, give some credit same way, man.
Shane, you know one of Sifa's biggest attribute, despite aside from in PS?
Yeah.
Defensive work rate. And we can bring up every single heat map. And his defensive work rate is the far best than anyone I attacker don't have. And we can bet me 2 foot on it. And he cover more mileage than the whole of them. Yeah, now, we all agree say have to work on the end product, especially decision making. We all agree upon that. But me just can't see myself accept the player being embarrassed because you say one thing, learn a lesson. Me just not agree with that. I just that specific. Just that little piece, and I agree with everything we say in regards to potential when it can become. I just say one little something there in regards to embarrassing the player. When I agree. So let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. It's one time I play D Cup, I saw it happen to a player in a D Cup. All right, we have our left winger. We have a left winger in our squad. Really and truly, his end product was better than for me, but him not really work hard, especially when he have ball. He not really work hard. And the coach decides, so I shame him though. Coach put on the player must about 85 minutes. And the player lose the ball. And but 87 minutes, the coach said, no, come off and pull him again. And from that, we're not getting nothing from the player for the whole season. And the player never continue playing more football. And the reason I said because I saw him as a player who had great potential.
I tell you this.
Better than me, better than for the other players.
May I tell you this year and no, MG. If a coach do me that when he used to play football in my playing days, I can't tell you that I play back for him. No matter anybody wants, that's my personal opinion. If a coach do me that,
you know the personnel, you know? You have to know.
If a coach do me, MG, if a coach do me that, my season done this. So.
Then the coach a fight, you know.
Right, me not fight him. Me not fight him. Me just not play back. Me just not play back.
Tell me.
MG.
You don't want to know why the coach pull you off the team.
MG.
No, listen what MG said. Listen what MG say no. MG said the coach put on the man and shame him. In despite.
8 minutes, I'm picking him out 5 minutes.
Yeah, man, indeed, deliberately, man. It was done deliberately.
If a coach do me that, my season done. Me not play back for him. Me not change the next match. You don't have to give me no more jersey.
But Campus, let me tell you this. You know me a KT man already. If you watch the season enough time, you notice enough of the man them not play. Enough of the star baller them not play too and them thing there. You know, I go on that background MG, you know.
Discipline still from early.
Wholly for disciplinary thing.
I am saying.
The coach, you come at the match, you know, you're there at the match, you're in a plain clothes, you're not even suit, you can't even get your suit up. Everybody knows that you want to start them. Embarrassment thing there, no? Them there.
I am saying.
Them thing they go on. Them thing they go on.
All I am saying, Shane, all I am saying, as a coach, find some other way to discipline the player.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess as I said, still you have to know your personal. You have to know your personal and what move there.
Well, let me
That's like
highlight
a
a comment. One thing I highlight a comment.
that's like a pin to
Emery
do something, Shane. And you can't go to school.
Bailey Aston Villa. Emery Bailey
Yeah,
Aston
man.
Villa. And look at the performance.
I'm a Manchester United fan. I'm in to Xerxes in a Newcastle match.
But look on the performance.
But as me say, you have to know every players is not the same thing.
Exactly.
Me not advise.
Well, I know. Pepe Goodison and René Simons. René Simons then put up Pepe number and say come off I field. And Pepe say me now come off. And Pepe stay on the field and score. Which other player could have do that and go back and play?
Yeah.
In a big national stadium where Ram and Pepe say now come on.
But
so
that shows the Simons kind of weak too.
No, you have to know your players, them, you have to know their different level. You have players that you work for, because you have pitting where you go to school, you beat them in front of school. And then learn. And then you have parents that go to school, beat pitting in front of them peers. I have an extra, if you ever go to school and beat him, a future gunman that. I done it on this.
You say you have definitely
True.
True.
So that's why I mean I really agree with MG. No, it depends on what would I make Mr. Amanda learn. You get me? See first. We don't know. We have to find out. You just have to find out what make him move. What exactly?
MG, everybody different, you know. My mother said she come beat me at school. I can't tell her, so she not have to tell me that again. Me discipline. But me have one brother there. Me have a brother. If my mother says she come beat me at school, and just say what I hear is just me know what I come. Everybody different, MG. Me now take the embarrassment, but them man they willing to take the embarrassment. So you have to deal with people accordingly, brother. So you can't see fast a training and you talk to him. But you would have take off CFAS and we don't get nothing more to CFAS again, you know. So when Grey gone down now, and you depend on CFAS, so we do.
Yeah, you have to know, you have to understand what make the player tick, you know?
Yeah, you're rough. Anyways, gentlemen, a blows on that's a long while ago. 10 o'clock.
You see the show night tonight, come on, MJ.
You better go and gear for
somebody asked a question. Hold on, somebody asked a question. I don't know if anybody on the panel can answer, but I see like somebody asked a question.
What?
The question is, can any amendment be made to the 60-man squad?
No.
Okay.
What extent them have to work with?
Okay. So that anybody in a 60-man squad?
I them have to work
I don't see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you are going. Me not going to be tomorrow night. Campus.
So Louis be a 60-man squad?
Louis, no, I don't remember. Should be.
Okay.
Yeah. So it should be nice squad, man.
Okay.
We say soon schoolboy football time again, MJ.
That's what I say. Go and prepare, man. Go and prepare.
Yeah, man. September my time, man. September my time.
And if they run it, I go have schoolboy football plus the World Cup qualifiers. I do.
And Ferdinand get new coach. CC get new coach.
Yeah, the one that shot me. Nah lie.
And CC was gonna Midfield.
Who? Idle coach gone on CC.
We MG, me have one question. Although it's a schoolboy football. You think say finally Dintil can be a disciplined school now? And if them don't exhibit that going forward, not even God can help them.
It's all rough. But then it can be the case. It can be the case. But I don't think everything I got one time though. Some stuff I've gotten first. What things I've gotten internally first, like management and something like that. Where discipline is concerned, it have to start from the management. It have to start from the head up at top for everything fit.
So that's the same thing we have to do Jamaican program. Jamaica get the at the start, we have to fix it up first.
No, yeah, but you want anything what Dintil do? Then bring in a coach who have big personality, who can stand on him 2 foot and say, I want this to fix, and it have a fix.
So we need to get Dintil coach. So we need to get Dintil coach to come coach Reggae Boyz then.
No,
I'm stand up on him 2 foot, and that's what you want.
Hopefully McLaren recognize what happened, man, and say, oh, no, what? This thing, we have to work with this thing and say, if a man not perform well, I'll just say go. Anyways, so
you still have 63 guns, just say 50 players on merit. You still have to see the starting 11 and the merit.
Merit. Of course, I say it have to go. Then I say, now you get the best performance. A man who play good, you have to pick and put in that team, you're in trouble.
So big name players. So no more big name players. Merit.
Merit, man. Merit.
All right, John.
Big name players should be performing. Are they name big, right? That's how you go.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So with big name players, we're not supposed to worry about merit because them should be playing good. Them already should be playing good. So we're not supposed to worry about merit.
MG, I'm gonna try dry out in a comment section. Mario Logan.
What am I saying?
I'm a
Read it. Read it. Read it.
King for the CDM.
No.
Oh,
Man, so Charlie Mount now leave no group, brother. That the man said.
Why? We have a little program I built from last year. Hopefully, look better this year. One thing though, we're supposed by about the middle part of July, we're supposed to start with the features them. So we're supposed to know which ball to look out for, which team to look out for. But I have good news for the purple man themselves.
What is that?
What kind of news are for it? What kind of news are for it?
A back-to-back Wishful, back-to-back Maninko phone, you know.
All right, claim it, man. Words of power.
You have to be careful, though, because I say any team I'm saying I go win, 10 we not win.
Oh, so that's your try.
Remember, Shane, remember last year I did say that at this year KC year.
Last year? No, you never said that.
Yeah, man. You know,
no,
good, man.
Your prediction never have KC to win. No, MG, don't do that.
You missed
last year for this year. Yeah. For real.
Last year, Mr. KC was a little bit too last year. So
yeah.
KC for winning last year.
But you know, we lose couple players to college, though.
Yeah, man, I know that, man.
Yeah.
But in comparison to what already have, we're not supposed to have good standing same way, man. I'm good standing based off how we still have available. So this year, I think this year, I'm still a go with what I think from last year. So this year, a KC year. I still a go with that.
Yeah, I'm not for that.
I'm not go that yet. Anyways, I need to try to get some information from Whisper, boy, I don't know what I'm going. I
don't know what I'm going for real. Because man do the surgery long time.
Yeah, from last year, me.
I think this youth should be a part of it. I pray for see me that this World Cup qualify and this Gold Cup. Boy, this is injury and wicked thing in the brother.
Yeah, boy. Can do that for real, man.
If we have a fit Whisper in the brother.
I tell you.
Yeah, that'd be a key asset. But no could see I go still. Anyways, Shane, KC man them. KC man enough. YFC, big up yourself. Shane, campus. Massive respect, you know. Yes. So soon I get
big up.
No, I cannot stream tomorrow because I go work tomorrow. I got to do the girl football competition tomorrow. So tomorrow all tight for me. So probably make John run the program.
No man. John, we have to as long as they're there for Monday show, because I say Tuesday I do or die, you know.
Yeah. Monday me supposed to be available Monday. So me
then Tuesday. No man, you have to make yourself available Tuesday I do or die, you know.
True, I go do my normal preview regular uploaded video, drop it 9 morning Monday, and do a Monday night stream same way.
Yeah, boy.
At least minimum 1 hour. Get an hour out of it. Because see that a long time no stream for so long. 2.5 hours. Oh, that's
I went vibes come on the program, you see it.
People, big up on yourself now. Enjoy yourself night. Here people, God bless you. Outside.
All right.
Outside. The girls have what?